Going on, internet, and welcome to OnlyCops. On this Tuesday, we're going to be covering police adjacent things. I'll be writing solo real quick till we get some people that pop in here and populate this. A wizard is never late. He's here exactly when he's supposed to be. That is a great quote from a wonderful story. I'm going to go ahead and let's divvy up some scores here. Dialysis dude's gonna lose y'all 5. And then I will allow media to get. I'll even out media's score for being on time, even though that's me being on time. Technically, media's late. Cameron, well, welcome to our lives. We do these every single Tuesday and every single Thursday at 7:30 Central Standard Time. On Tuesdays, we do kind of more of like a mix show of stuff. So it's a lot of Instagram videos. Most of it's police adjacent. And on Thursdays, we do full-on body cam breakdowns for a hot minute. Abs, dialysis dude. Josh loses 5 points for style. The medic, what's going on? I have to fix our little thing now because Juan broke it. Because Juan showed up late.
I showed up at 7:30 exactly. Don't tell me late.
Well, yeah. Let's see. There it is. Fixed. You guys can see Juan turn all this stuff on. And there we go. I fixed it. Anyways, I will say hello to everybody real quick. I will go ahead and congratulate RJ for being first. I will only tease the Canadian hockey team once today on stream, but they did get kind of demolished at their own. I mean, this would be the equivalent of Canada beating us at football or anybody beating us at basketball, pretty much. That being said, it is rare. So it does say something about the legacy that Canada has.
Did happen in the Olympics for a bit.
Well, it's true. That's kind of what
Our
I'm saying.
NBA
It's
team
like,
kind of sucked.
Yeah. The men's. I think the women's
Yes,
have
the
always
men's.
kind
The
of
men's.
crushed,
Yeah, well, yeah.
There is no real.
To be fair, I don't think any other country has a women's basketball
I was
team.
going to say, yeah.
It's not a fair comparison.
We subsidize ours, you know.
Yeah.
That's kind of like defense contracts. Like a lot of people are like, the American military. I was like, we do pay for that military, though. Like the I may not have universal health care, but I have F-35s. You know, well,
we keep crashing those
right.
too.
Right. We're getting better at this flying thing. Hey, we invented flying. We can mess it up on our own time.
There you go. We got there. We eventually found a thing we could be proud of.
We figured it out. Bro, we have the F-15. That thing crushed. That thing to this day is terrifying.
Yeah, they should have just kept that. It's
should
great.
Just stayed. Just upgrade that. Anyways, I'm not a military expert.
Just put the new computers on the old planes. They work great.
I'm tracking with that. Jordan, Poe, Garrett, Notorious Emu, welcome. The Dan Hammer, he said subordinates. A phoner in the booth. I love his random subtle changes to his name. Christy C, it is good to see you. Mando Merck, you're pretty far from first, my brother. You're in first place as much as that 1 point in that Canadian USA hockey team means that they were first. Producer Juan was here super early, but he was in the premiere. If anyone came from the premiere, welcome to the live. Cody Smalls, dialysis dude, already complaining. Sam, welcome, brother. He says, I'll be running, so I'll miss the start of this. Dude, I'm still like a little sweaty. I did my rowing, took a shower right afterward, which I kind of played myself on that. And so I'm still in like that not sweaty, but kind of like sweaty phase here, where the shower didn't really help. Of course, you had to pin. I actually pinned it. You can't blame Juan on that one. That was me. Alec, you can run and listen. Lapete, Brave Django. We have another. This is Mark, M-A-R-C, Musso. He says, what's going on? For giving Juan talk back, stupid. The amount of authority I have doled out on this channel is outrageous.
You have I set up this channel.
No, I'm just saying.
You're lucky I gave you the login.
It kind of feels like we're driving a race car, but we have one side of like it, and then when they're like
everybody gets one pedal.
That's kind of what I mean. Somebody can slam on the
steering
brake. Somebody can yeah. It's a good time. Somebody can just slam it in reverse while we're going 85. It's a good time. Ferrer Rocher Raptor is here. What is going on, homie? Buxom Badger. Only 10 licks. The complaint. BWP Photography. Millennial or Millennial de la Policia. Justin Dugan. What is going on, homie? Y'all should make another channel called Only Horses. I don't know enough about horses to do it, so.
I don't need. Although we do have enough people in our Discord that could probably run that for us.
They get real intense with that. Roswell, it's good to see you. Christian Halsey, welcome back, brother. Shawshank, I think Cameron, I said hi to you. Lynn, oh, it jumped. Hey, Josh, I remember you said you guys do mock interviews. How do I get in on that? Whenever. If you're part of the Discord, we do mock interviews. I've done like 5 now. I think 3 or 4 of which are actually now working in law enforcement. So I'm a proud papa on some of that stuff. But I've done a couple of panel interviews. Some I've let more than one person do. It's kind of sussy and like stressful, so I don't want to embarrass anybody. So I've done them one-on-one before. But if you'd like, either by becoming a member on the YouTube or becoming a member of our Patreon group, the barrier for entry is as little as $1 a month, and that gives you direct access to the Discord. If you're part of either and have not made it to the Discord, notify us and probably just reach out on Instagram. You can DM us there and we can share a link. I can get that for you. But yeah, I do. I like setting people up for success because I still think the hiring process is really screwy for law enforcement, to be honest. And it doesn't help them now because they're all shorthanded and they all suck at hiring. Like Walmart probably has less of an attrition rate than like police departments do.
Yeah, I think it's Amazon, then police departments in terms of turnover.
That's probably
and
true.
I think that Venn diagram is a circle.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's like maybe like a subtle eclipse, but it's pretty small. Yeah. It almost just looks like a glow more than anything.
Yeah,
like on an eclipse when there's
hole.
like the little vignette you kind of get around the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Fearless.
The corona.
Literally, the corona. Yeah. I think I said hi to Derek, 53, not Derek. I think I said hi to everybody. If I did not get Steel Switch, my brother, if I did not get a chance to say hi to you, continue to complain to me in the comment section. I will catch it eventually. The scorecard is going for the uninitiated. We keep score when we watch these things. Clearly, municipals doing a real solid for them. Although I will, you know what? I'm going to give 5 points to deputies. Because a deputy or a county, should I say, is allowing me to take alert training. So.
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm getting alert. I'm doing it in March, so I'm doing alert.
You're gonna be a deputy?
No, God, no. I hope not. We'll see.
Switching teams?
We'll see. We'll see if I end up switching teams. But at the very least, I should be taking that, and then I cringe a little bit, but I have to take a course from A&M. That supplemental police officers course, I have to take it from there.
Commerce, or is it online?
It's online, thank God.
Oh, okay.
I don't have to claim that much, but it's like
I had to drive
like an
to Commerce.
umbrella.
That drive's atrocious.
No, God, no. It's all remote. So it is indeed alert level 1. So I get to go do what I do for work, but for the state.
For the state.
But anyways, so I should be finishing up some hours for that. If you'd like more backstory on that story for me, you can join the Discord, and I disclose more stuff like that there. So until then, we will get started with the SRAM, and I do like you all. Bring the cuffs.
We have new emojis for YouTube members.
Oh,
so
really?
Yeah. Also, the more YouTube members we have, apparently we can just keep adding more. So I was able to add like 2 more.
Oh, I like the Pikachu.
We have a John Nolan, and we have Surprise Pikachu, and we have Fish Cops.
Oh, did you add Fish Cops?
Yeah, I added Fish
This
Cops.
is top tier. I do love this. Where's Bill? Bill is still in the void. He had a dinner he had to make, so I made sure, and Juan made sure that you guys were getting taken care of.
He should be back, Thursday?
Thursday, I believe so, yeah.
I think, yeah. And then he should be around for a while.
So we'll get started with the thumbnail, so we're not lying.
He's supposed to be in town in like a month, so we can...
You'll get updates.
Oh, hold on. No, don't leave. You're fleeing the scene. You're fleeing. If you go, I'm going to arrest you. Hey, you're going to be arrested.
It's not a horse, bro. When you're told to stop by police, you're supposed to fucking stop. Are you that stupid you can't figure it out?
You ain't no help.
I mean, at least he was cool. I mean, you do have Fifth Amendment rights, but whatever.
Does Pennsylvania have
It's a cloudy
for horses?
I think it's any kind of conveyance, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Afternoon in Murray, Kentucky, where one man is about to take police on a wild ride for the second time in a week.
What's going on, man?
My mule home, dog. I just got it.
Okay. Can you come down and talk to me for just a second?
No.
Come on, man. Hey, stop.
No,
Dude,
sir.
stop.
Sir, no, sir.
Stop right now.
Go home.
Listen,
What's he
step
doing?
down here and talk to me now.
Sir, I'd love to talk to you, but I'm not getting down.
Well, come over here and talk to me then.
Okay, yes, sir. I'll talk to you. But no, sir.
I'm trying to think
Back
of a
up,
pun
dude.
for
No,
pedestrian
sir.
that is horse related.
Yeah, so there's no sidewalk provided. It is a horse, and there's certain laws I'm not terribly familiar, and obviously this isn't my state.
It's a mule.
It's a mule. Well, there you go. Well, four-legged things that walk that you can ride, which I realize that leaves it pretty broad, but
I'll leave the joke to the chat.
there it is. They'll get it. I believe it.
I don't need clips this early in the stream.
11 minutes. So there's going to be certain laws pertaining as to how, kind of like with bicycles.
Equestrian on a roadway. There you go.
Equestrian on a roadway. That's pretty top tier. I would just be wondering how it's applied. I know that they had the drunk guy. He was like a Mennonite or something, and he was in a carriage. And even the horses clearly aren't drunk. Like the horses can get him home. Like he was hammered, so they had a provision for DWI while operating like a wagon. So there's probably something for it like that. But I don't know how he'd be able to articulate the PI portion of it unless he was doing something dangerous from a horse. Like you're pretty far away. You're not smelling alcohol on someone's breath. Maybe you're getting slurred speech. You're not close enough to say bloodshot eyes. Like I don't buy a lot of that. So I wonder what his rationale is here.
Dude, I just want to talk to you. Why are you trying to run away?
So if he just wants to talk to you, then he's free to go. That's plain as day. Either he's detained or he's not. I'm already having beef.
I don't trust you guys, man.
Why?
You hurt me. Because you tased the shit out of me, man. I don't like you guys.
I didn't do shit, man.
That's cool. Then I'll be cool with you. Be cool with me.
Am I
Okay,
being
then come
detained?
over here and talk to me.
Stand right here and talk to you, sir.
Come over here, man.
Here and talk to
Am I being detained?
Can I see your identification,
you.
please?
For what?
They took it away from
Am I
me.
being
Who's
detained?
they?
You
Do I
guys.
need a license for my
What
mule?
you didn't do with
You
this?
guys.
You also don't need one to operate a horse, to my understanding. I'm already kind of sussed out. This guy doesn't know his rights, and so we're just gonna take some points from suspects for suspecting poorly. Reason this is important, and the reason I bring it up is like, let's say he takes off right now, no articulation whatsoever. He has not been reasonably notified that he's being detained, unless it's like in the act of something. But there's been no criminal act being alleged. And sure, if he on-viewed an offense, knock it out, you know, like, oh, you're not supposed to have a horse here, or you know better, or whatever. Maybe he's got a warrant, and like it'd be pretty hard to miss somebody on a like owns and rides horses around, you know. You're looking for a blue truck, well, you're looking for a white horse. There can't be too many of those.
You ran the horse's butt.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, warrant.
Yeah, so I have beef with the entire detention as it is so far.
You're okay? I'm not okay in general, bro. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to. Mule psychology said I had to ride my mule away from the dog pound. I'm putting him in a trailer and I'm taking him home.
Police identify the suspect seen here as 39-year-old
Suspected of what?
Jonathan Mason after a caller reported he was allegedly riding the mule while intoxicated.
Where's the trailer at?
Dog, just right here and hide over me, okay? I promise.
Hold on, you can't. They don't
I'm
want
not
you.
trying to leave, brother.
No,
I just couldn't let
listen.
him get close to me and hurt me, okay? I'm sorry.
Here's the deal.
Yes, sir.
Here's the deal.
Yes, sir.
We got a call
For what?
that you're still intoxicated.
So if it's drunk in public riding a horse, maybe they got PI, but like there better be a provision in the law specifically stating, Because you can be drunk and in public. You just can't be drunk and in public and being a danger to yourself or others. Like, there has to be this danger portion of it. So some sort of, what's it called? Like a disturbance of some sort. You're doing dumb stuff like hanging out in the middle of the road like this. Maybe I could understand kind of what they're getting at, but they need to articulate it. Take a shot better.
Intoxicated.
No, sir. I have not.
Here's what Google says. You can get a DUI for riding a horse in California, North Carolina, Michigan, Florida, Oregon, and Kansas. So if it's not one of those states, they got to do either. That's not one of them. Better not be. How do you get to your bourbon trail? So probably public intoxication or animal endangerment's the other one that they're giving us a potential.
Okay, allegedly cracking a whip inside a restaurant and bothering patrons. So breach of peace, I guess? You didn't really on-view it, though. Mm-hmm. And he's fleeing a misdemeanor? I don't know. This is weird.
All I want to do.
I have not had a drink today.
Okay, and that's all I need to do is confirm that, and you're on your way.
Certainly, buddy. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that's all I want to do.
No problem.
Can I come over here and check your eye?
No,
That's all I'm going to do. Check your eye.
Can you
Justin Dugan,
can you hop
screwed.
off, tie him, and
No,
then
sir. No, sir. I'm not getting down, sir. No, sir.
then we'll have to come up to you.
I'm going to go to the trailer, and I'll put him in the trailer, okay?
Where's the trailer at?
Come here at Highburger, guys.
Oh, hold on. No.
So if he's drunk, if he's not drunk, he's free to go. So then we're not doing breach of peace or whatever. He didn't cause some sort of disturb, all of which you'd probably have to on view for it to be legit anyways. I can't just take someone's word for it and then I could take a report, but I don't know that I'm taking enforcement action on that. I don't know. This just seems weak.
Don't leave. You're fleeing the scene. You're fleeing. If you go, I'm going to arrest you. Hey, you're going to be arrested. You're going to be arrested. You're under arrest, sir.
For what?
Oh, God.
Jonathan takes off on hoof, and the chase is on. Let's rewind to just 2 days before when we discover this incident is far from the 39-year-old's first rodeo.
Officer, this guy. Get my clothes.
What is he doing? Okay, so this makes a bit more sense. Like, if this is what you show up to, likely in a food place like this, there's going to be like a lot of, like, you can't take pets into certain areas. Like, you for sure probably cannot take, unless you're trying to claim this as your service animal or whatever. So my comfort mule, which has a weirder connotation to it altogether. But I guess unless he tied it off or something.
You can leave out where it's at, boss.
Dog, I am leaving.
Well, you can leave out where it's at.
Tied off.
Yeah, stop.
I guess if that's the order,
No,
it's
sir.
You only get your ID.
No, sir. I don't have an idea about nothing, buddy.
Stop.
No, sir.
That's
So he caused the I am sussed out having to go hands on near a horse like this, or a donkey, or whatever this is, a mule.
Mule.
Both.
You got both the parents on that one.
Because I did. This can bite you. This can kick you. This can do a lot of stuff, and you don't know. Nobody here's a mule expert, unless you are. But I'm assuming you don't want to be going hands on yours. He's using
BWP
this,
and Sarah are probably the closest because they got horses.
yeah. So I would just be sussed out. One, for the animal's sake, but two, like, this is kind of like what we had on Thursday, where the guy was using his infant child as a human shield. Mm-hmm. He's getting a mule shield here. Like, he's clearly going out of his way to try to put this mule in between. He did that earlier, where he's refusing to get off the animal, basically using the animal as a shield. So this is a bit more reasonable.
Stop.
No, sir.
Stop.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Stop.
No,
Yeah,
sir.
drop
I
it.
said nothing wrong. No, sir.
Drop it.
No, sir.
Drop it.
No, sir.
Drop it.
No, sir.
I can smell these.
No,
Drop
sir.
it.
I'm trying to leave. No, sir.
Drop it.
No, sir.
What do you do
No, sir.
if
Drop
he
it.
drops it and the mule takes off running?
You go get it later. Technically it's his fault for bringing his mule and not tying it off, but like,
But it's his conveyance. Well, it was tied off. He was untying it.
well, that's what I'm saying. They were telling him he was detained. He decided to untie it. I mean, you could probably damn near seize it. It's like a leash law. Like, you can't just let your dog around with a leash. I'm sure Kentucky
Is it the
has-
equivalent of brake lights being visible?
I guess, yeah, something like that.
It's not in park anymore.
I'm going to continue to call him Mustang, although it's Mick Sargent probably, but Mick Sargent G. even though he's got a Corvette in his thing.
Stop. Stop. You're done. You're done.
You're done.
Now,
You're done.
You're putting him in
Mule is an absolute G.
No, sir,
What a Chadwick.
No, sir, I've done nothing wrong. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. I'm not putting
Was this an Apple Watch?
any man in any spot. No, sir.
Oh, it's just
No, sir.
We're not going to talk.
No, sir.
No way. Clear the station. 10-3. 60. Step up.
Oh, what is
I think
this?
that's like a, is that
Oh
just
no,
a
this
fellow
is a
patron?
fellow patron. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't send it then.
Hey, I want to thank Upside
Ah,
for
come
sponsoring this.
on.
I don't want to thank Upside. Upside sucks. I hate you, Upside. I'm just kidding. I don't know anything about him.
No, sir. Right here. No, sir. Right here.
Let go of the horse, bro.
No, sir.
Let go of it.
No, sir. No, sir.
You have a knife, I'd cut it. It's that quick. Okay, you don't want to let it go? I'm sure it's expensive, but let go or I cut it would be my threat.
A predicament,
No,
dog.
sir.
Yeah, man.
No, sir.
Yeah,
That's my horse. My horse. That's it. No, sir. My horse. No, sir. My horse. No, sir. My
He
horse.
just wanted to
Stop
drink a
fighting
mule on a
us.
My
mule.
horse.
Stop fighting us, or you will be tased.
Jonathan
tase him
is
with that big old
tased
jacket
twice
on?
before police are finally able to get him in handcuffs.
Where's municipals? Come on.
Is this municipals in this Podunk town? Okay.
Probably. I saw police.
Let's continue.
Stop fighting us.
I'm not fighting you. I'm not fighting you. I'm not fighting you. I'm not fighting you.
Put your hand behind your back.
I'm not fighting you.
Put your other hand
Stop taking
behind your back.
Put your hand behind.
So you see how he's holding with this hand? So he's got like his wrist kind of with his hand. If he were just to go under the river and through the woods, like you'd be able to pull the wrist around. We're gonna do a handcuffing video one of these days, just because it
Give him a
kills
wrist
me to
around?
watch. Yeah, give him a wrist around.
I would love to.
Put it
I
behind
can't.
your
Behind your
back.
back. You're getting it again.
I would love to.
Behind your back.
I would love to. I would love to. I cannot, sir.
I'm gonna skip ahead here because he's gonna resist a bunch.
I gotta catch my breath.
Stand up.
I told him to stop,
Overstepping your authority.
and he said, "I said let the horse go." He said, "No."
So I've been back. I left, went home, did a dinner break.
It's calls like this that made me think back to Prohibition, and maybe we had it right. It would have been worse. It's still fine. There was no stopping it. You can't stop the signal, even if it's whiskey. But like, man, the amount of calls that arrive out of drunkenness, it like would astound you.
You know what? Hey, I'm getting up.
That's what makes
There you go. All right, this one.
Lay on your side. If I got somebody done with the horse, I don't know.
Jonathan is taken to the hospital and medically cleared to go to jail before we hear from him again.
Y'all ever seen Young Guns?
Up to the front.
Young Guns.
Soft.
What? Young Guns. The movie. Emilio Estevez.
Let's walk with him. I've never seen it.
Hey.
We're back here. We're going back.
Jonathan is whisked away to jail, and 2 days later,
Horse right now. You're going to taste again.
I don't like deploying a taser near a horse like that. So taser probes for the uninitiated really work best at around like 10 to 20 feet. There's like a happy medium range there where the probes will get far enough apart that they work. The problem is they get far enough apart, and the farther they go apart, the less predictable you can tell where it's going to land. One might land on him, and one might land on this horse's butt, or worse, both land on this horse's butt. You're tasing this horse, which could, one, injure itself, and then two, like, injure somebody else. You know, you imagine some lady trying to get in her car, just boom. Also doesn't help in apprehension. So, not
DWP.
I was going to say, I don't know that you have great alternatives, only because the horse happens to be there. I don't think pepper ball's the way to go. Bowler wrap's probably not the way to go. A lasso, if you were a Chadwick and could do it, it would be kind of rad. They just yank that guy off of that. We have seen it. But a man catcher wouldn't be a terrible idea, just because you could probably shove him off, kind of like a pikeman shoving somebody on a horse off. Just without the pointy
Man
bit.
catcher would be.
That's probably the only
goated.
thing you really got, because everything else is not a great option. But like, this horse isn't going to outrun your car. It can go places a car can't go, but I wouldn't be too worried about it.
So if you get kicked by the mule, is that assault on a peace officer?
You would charge him with it probably, because he's clearly an operation of it. Kind of like if I had a dog and I let the dog bite you, kind of thing. Like if I can't control the dog and the dog bites an officer, I could charge him with assault on a peace officer, but you wouldn't be charging the dog. You'd be charging the operator or the owner. Same thing, I think, here. It'd be ag assault, if that, for that matter. Can very easily kill you. I would even argue if he's resisting that much, you could argue about lethal. You know what would have been rad? That little over-under, like, rubber ball launcher that they had in that one call.
Oh, yeah.
That, dude. You get this dude, like, right between the shoulder blades. Goated. You don't spook the horse.
I do have the worry of you have a very easily agitated animal.
Oh, especially if he gets caught in the reins or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you have no real control because, like, it's one thing with a car where, like, once the car's off and no one's like pushing on the gas, unless it's just in neutral or something where it can roll down a hill, it isn't going anywhere. Whereas you can't say that about a mule.
Yeah.
A mule can decide on its own that it wants to run you over or kick you or whatever, even if he's already off of it and you're on the ground with him. It's a very chill mule.
I'm with Dan. I like I said, I'm probably not trying to tase this guy just given the circumstances unless I was really close. I'd have to be within 10. Like, I'd have to be at like 8 feet max. Now, is it going to work through that jacket? Probably not. But at least I tried something before I have to escalate to something like lethal force or whatever. Because this is a misdemeanor at best. We're not trying to smoke this guy unless he starts hurting people over a misdemeanor. Like, it's just not worth it. It's annoying, but, like, we got to think about the reasonableness of the amount of force that we're using.
Do not detain a horse with your body. Detain it with another horse.
Exactly. There you go. There you go.
Get off the horse right now.
You're mounted units.
Get off the horse now. Get your off the horse now.
Don't ever hurt me. Don't ever hurt me, buddy. Can you take my gun, please? Don't hurt me.
Do not reach for that gun. Do not reach for the gun right now.
Oh, he's armed too? Bruh.
If we don't have lethal cover on this guy, and he's clearly uncooperative and reaching, like, he's brought himself to be in proximity of said gun. Like, I'd be good with punches to the face, all that kind of stuff, just because you're trying to get control. Like, you cannot be in this situation where you're somewhere in the middle. And that's going to seem kind of harsh, but, like, again, barely got him off the horse. Now he's in a car that's probably his, let's be honest. And then a potential firearm. Let's protect him. He's clearly not good at making decisions for himself. Let's protect him from himself. Be a tyrant.
Out of that window.
I'm not. Don't hurt me, please.
Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. I got him right here.
Yes, sir.
Daddy Tyrant showed
Yes,
up.
sir. Yes, sir.
Come on. There we go.
Yes, sir.
We're figuring it out.
You're
One
hurting
thing
me.
at a time.
You're hurting me. Stop resisting. I'm not resisting, sir.
We'll figure it out.
I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. Oh, God, you're hurting me.
Yep, it's right here.
With that gun.
Crazy. Got the gun off him. Didn't shoot him. Weird. I do like that they're being cool about the... Oh, is this just a random dude in here?
Yeah, I think so. The civilians in this town are goated. We got to give points to society.
Mad chill about that going on. Society. Yeah, we'll give him... You know what? We'll give him 15.
Small town justice.
Dude.
10-15, Murray.
Ow. Ow. I feel fucking in this pocket. In my jeans, guys. It's in my jeans.
We'll just skip
I told you I bring my mule to the trailer where he was stop.
And I said you were under arrest.
Oh, that's a lot of charges. Go back.
All right, I'm going to shut this door.
Jonathan is facing multiple charges, including...
There's your cruelty to an animal.
I guess for putting him in harm's way. I'm okay with the cruelty to an animal.
Yeah, from what I Googled, that seemed to be, like, at least in Texas, that seemed to be the thing if you were to catch somebody drunk on a horse.
Yeah.
Or animal endangerment was the Texas one.
Criminal trespass, I'm assuming he had to have been CT'd from the place that he was at, and then they verified he was there. And then you're going to... But I would have detained him on that initially. Like, say it up front, because then you're not having some douchebag on the internet like me being like, for what? The whole time. Because also, like, I guess they could suppress the back end of this, right? And all you get is the initial contact. And the defense attorney is going to be like, you never told him why. So that would get the resisting charge, the fleeing from police charge probably kicked. Even if you could get the cruelty to an animal and, like, criminal trespass eventually to stick. Like, you should articulate.
Yeah, but, like, convincing a jury that the super chill mule that was totally happy to be there.
That's kind of what I mean.
Being abused. It's a little harder than.
And in the day and age of body cams, and this is why I bring this up and why I think it's important. My entire career was on a body cam, and so we were taught to give a script or give a dictation of some sort, even if it wasn't for the suspect. It was at least for the body cam, because he was a one thing that I could either make or break my case on when I was going to push for knowingly and intentionally. When I said stop pulling away from me, you're under arrest, and he continued to do it. Resisting. He met the elements that you were under arrest. He was told by a uniformed officer he was under arrest. What for? You punched your wife in the face. That's why. Like, you know what I mean? Like I gave a good reason. You know, I explained it. He continued the behavior after I told him to. It was very easy to tack on a charge or to get it to meet it and allow that body cam to act as a easy way to convince a jury, because that's what the jury's going to want to see. They're going to look at your report and think I hate cops or whatever. And the attorney can make you look not credible, but they can't make your body camera not a credible source unless you're doing sussy stuff like they did that one lady. Mm-hmm. Karen
Or
Reed.
you keep turning it off.
I hope this makes it easy for you, Josh. For what?
Disorderly.
Oh, Mustang? Thank you. I just realized what he meant. He changed his name to Mustang. Thank you. We'll take some from Society. No. We're going to take it from Suspects. Society was great.
Does the mule go into police custody?
No, the mule will get good boys. Does the mule go into police custody? No, because we likely don't have facilities for it. We had to take possession of dogs. We had to take possession. I didn't work on Southside like Bill did, so I never dealt with livestock. But typically, we don't want possession of those. Like, we don't have kennels. We don't have a barn. So typically, there would be either like a nonprofit that would facilitate holding for a while, or our animal services would do it. The only thing that was sucked about that is animal services had to be on duty for that. There was multiple times where we're working like a murder, and the murder scene has a dog in it. Can confirm. Actually happened. I can give you guys the case number. Well, that'll be story time today. Was the time that Cujo had to be detained. This dog was enormous, but we eventually had to take that dog and put that dog in basically just like a holding. It's like a jail for dogs. That's the best way I could describe it. But animal services did that. We didn't do that. We did have a key. Here we go. The mule goes to the glue factory. Frank. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It got a good chuckle out of me. It got a solid chuckle. I was not expecting that.
It's the glue that holds this community together.
Oh my God, stop.
Everything's on video, okay? Oh, you're cuffed to the bench? No, we gotta take that off. We gotta take that off.
No, you don't leave him in that position, bro. You're the one who's gonna be charged, not me. You can't leave people in that position. Don't report him for killing you. He's not gonna kill you. He's in handcuffs. If you think you're gonna die because somebody's handcuffed your back, you gotta get another job. You gotta get another job. He's outside on video. He's outside videotaping. He's trespassed from here, but they went outside and arrested him. The fight's on. We come in here. He's handcuffed.
Bro, mega-based Canadian admin for double mag pouches for AR mags. Very cool of them. We couldn't even have them on our belt. I had a approved service rifle that I could not keep my spare magazine on my person whatsoever. It was stupid. Boo on you for Axon, though. The positional asphyxiation, don't get too excited, Chad. It's not that weird. But positional asphyxiation is something that you're taught to avoid when you're talking about detaining somebody. And so this is when you're
not in Minnesota.
Well, right, not in Minnesota, clearly. But it's a when you put someone's hands behind their back, they can't support themselves, and it can be taxing to hold. You can imagine if someone just goes up and sits on you, or if you had to like pick both your arms off the ground, your legs off the ground, and see how long it takes for you to become short of breath while you're on the ground, right? Especially if you're face down. Backwards like that, I don't see it as much. I could see with the because like technically in crucifixion it's the same issue. Like you die from drowning, like technically like you just asphyxiate to death, and if you don't, they stab you. Make sure it happens. But the eventually, if you're in a position that's putting stress against your diaphragm, you will start to get shortness of breath, under stress, and especially like if you become like you go into tachycardia, which is like an accelerated heartbeat, your system's going to become less and less efficient. You're going to have more of a buildup of carbon dioxide, puts you more into tachycardia. You can still not get a full breath because the position you're in, you can't suffocate. I don't know that it happens here, but I do appreciate the guys because there's a liability thing. Any jailer or any police officer that's had to handcuff somebody has to go and discuss or take that into consideration, because once they're in custody, they're your responsibility. These guys have a heart attack. Chill, Dan needs to chill.
Up to the bench on his side, bro, and he's all like, "He can't." I'm trying to tell him he can't do that, but he's not listening, and they're gonna be responsible if something happens to this guy.
Oh, they're like the good, the bad, the ugly.
What's good, YouTube? It's BB Cast back in with the...
Yeah, I'm just... I get it and I don't all at the same time. Especially if this is not procedure. I do think it's weird that he still has his bag on him.
Mm-hmm. Well, and this is like loss prevention that's doing this to him. So it's
is it really?
Yeah.
Ooh,
so this is not
cops.
Worse. This is this is like in a mall.
Yeah. Either way, I would have just taken over, because either this is unlawful restraint and kidnapping, or the guy's in custody for something. You know.
Another video and another reaction. And in today's video, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, this is a pretty crazy video. You had this guy that was recording on the sidewalk in front of a mall, and then these mall cops felt like they had some type of power, so they told him that he was trespassing on a public sidewalk. So they put him in handcuffs, took him to the back, literally handcuffed him to the bench, and you gonna...
So you got kidnapping. That's what you got. I don't know how the laws are in Canada, but at least in America, I'm sure it's the same in Canada. They have almost an identical constitution as far as freedom of movement and stuff like that. On a public sidewalk, if all you're doing is recording, this is kidnapping.
See that these Toronto officers were definitely pissed off the fact that these mall cops thought that they could just do this. This was very much illegal, and like, who do they think they are? I'm gonna watch you get my reaction. Let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section, and let's get into the video.
We're gonna go see the video. Give us a minute, okay? Are you chill? You're not gonna take those off for now. Okay, but listen to me. I'm gonna go see the video. Okay, are you gonna relax for a bit? 5 minutes? Okay, let's see. We'll see about that. You guys have gloves? You guys have gloves?
Sin, you should have your own.
Everything's on video, okay? Okay, no, it's okay. I think I got it. You got it? So he's gonna loosen him up, but we're not gonna take him off for now. I gotta go see the video, okay? Let's be sorry. Please do what you need. Okay. So what's your side? What did you tell me what happened?
I was recording on public sidewalk.
Okay. And what happened?
And they came outside.
Okay. See that.
This is my second time.
My advice.
Can you sir, I will not touch you. Please be careful from the lot.
So it only took them 3 minutes in the video, at least. I don't know how long they've actually been on scene to be like, maybe we adjust these handcuffs. My only frustration. So my frustration currently is more on the arrest/detention. I'm still not seeing the argument for positional asphyxiation, just because normally what that's going to happen is when you're face down. It won't often happen when you're face up. But I am with the idea that like this guy has no business being in handcuffs.
Mm-hmm. What about for other types of injuries though?
They have to be there and present, right? So it's a discussion. You got to think about this, like why we always ask people, what did you take on an OD, right? It's important not because I need to charge you for you already consumed the drug. All I can do is charge you is for PI, and if I really could articulate a destruction of evidence, but that's probably getting kicked. It's for medical, right? Like, but if you don't disclose, what am I going to do? If you don't at least tell me, kind of the same thing. Like, let's say his wrist is broken, right? Or his forearm's broken behind this. Without a complaint. Now, if he complains about it and I don't do anything to check on it, sure. I could see some liability there, but like without the complaint, like you can't really hold them liable. Again, they're not medical professionals. And even when it comes to handcuffing, I'm trained to get you in them. Not too much else after that. That's kind of the only downside when you don't have like a whole holistic look at detaining and then transporting and controlling people. ASP is what we're taught here in the States. I don't know what it is in Canada. I'm assuming it's the same. But this is not inconsistent with that, but this is kind of weird that they handcuffed him to the bench.
Okay. No, it's not that. It's that it's not. You got to be reasonable. You got to be reasonable.
Because threatening, he assaulted us already. That's why.
Listen. This is the job. This is the job.
Yes, that's why.
You can't overreact to things. This is the job. This is the job. If you think that cuffing people and fighting with them, the whole situation is getting amplified, and you're cuffing them and putting them in an asphyxiating position, if you think that's okay, and you're comfortable with that, you're gonna have to do another job, man. I'm telling you that, because well, your rules are wrong, and I'll tell you that right now, because you're gonna get in trouble. If something happens to him, we're coming here and we're arresting you. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I don't know what the laws are, so maybe someone from Canada can go explain it. But if they're trying to claim like criminal trespass, if he was on a public sidewalk, I don't know, dog. I don't care if it's outside your mall. That's not going to track. Maybe they have some anti-videoing laws that
also,
I don't know about.
I'd be curious to know if this is security or if these are like actual cops just on off duty or like doing,
because you got to imagine it's kind of similar to like
are these like mall SROs, like what's going on here?
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Is like,
especially if it's censored, it seems to me like they're probably not employed by the government,
because this might be where you have like an overlap of something like RCMP, which is a bit more federal, and then maybe there's like some sort of local jurisdiction that doesn't do all of the services, but does some for special areas, just like you said, like an SRO or something. It's kind of weird.
Because at that point, I mean, if you're like loss prevention, typically, at least here, they're not even supposed to like
be handcuffing and doing all that kind of stuff.
None of this. I mean, like if they take you to the little room, it's because you willingly went with them to the little room. Like they
can't make you go.
They're definitely not getting assaulted while fighting you.
I would like
that is a huge civil liability for the company hiring you.
Chris, you have to change your name to retired cop.
Yeah,
I just saw him in there.
I'm trying to tell you. No. He's in cuffs in a compromising position. You gotta be careful, man.
I still don't have a complaint about the position, to be honest. Is it weird? Yes. If he was like kicking and spitting and you were just trying to control his movement, but you had a good detention, then I wouldn't care as much. But I don't understand their fears of that.
I'm iffy on it just because it's like a weird, uncomfortable position. It can exacerbate if you have existing injuries, stuff like that. Like, I mean, maybe I'm just thinking not of it more from a civil standpoint.
Right.
But again, if they're mall cops, then the civil standpoint's where you should be thinking about it, because you're going to get sued for this.
Yeah, probably.
And
the mall for sure. Yeah.
I get it if you fought him in this room and that's how you were able to get him to stop.
Right.
That's one thing. If you brought him into this room and you laid him down on there and then you cuffed him like that on purpose, that's true. Different story.
I always said he's reserved. My boy's going to be a cop for like 50 years.
But regardless of how my position was in the behavior, right?
Because he was resisting.
So listen.
We can't let him.
No. So listen. This is what you got to do. So, like, he can't. I'm trying to tell him he can't do that, but he's not listening.
And nobody's doing anything. I'm going over there to, if I took longer to get here, and you guys hadn't loosened it, or whatever, or something happened, or
like
he needs medical attention. I mean, you're not the one who did it, but your buddy, that's his job.
Yeah.
And your buddy's arguing with us, saying, I'm doing for my safety. I'm like, this guy's complaining the handcuffs are on tight. Okay, he was resisting you then. He's obviously going to be angry. But if you're helping him out by loosening the cuffs, he's not going to punch you in it. Like, he's in
That's bad advice. People will punch you in the face.
cuffs. He's not going to kill you.
You don't know that. You cannot make assumptions about behavior.
Again, that's kind of... Okay,
what's the disposition? I get enough of this.
I want to see a video if they have a video of them fighting.
So let me know what y'all think wrong. What he's saying is...
What's the disposition?
I saw the whole video.
just from how this officer was talking, you could definitely tell that this video was clear cut and this dude was on a public sidewalk and he wasn't doing anything wrong. What he's saying is true, that they literally saw him recording on the sidewalk. They drugged him in and put him in handcuffs, and his officer, he's on his side and not ended up charging, end up letting him go. Like I said, that lawsuit is gonna hit them, and
yeah, I mean, they came to the right determination. Yeah. You're gonna do some reporting on this. I'll give you guys the other story time of the Christmas arrest by a bounty hunter that I had to let go due to liability. But yeah, that's I would at least do a report to CYA it, as far as like, we let him go, we didn't charge him with anything. But I'm surprised. Maybe they called Big Sarge, and Big Sarge was like, I just wipe your hands of this stupid mess because we don't need to be doing anything. But there's a real discussion around kidnapping if they went over and above what their authority was. What are we going to put, Mal? Oh,
so apparently, so Emu's saying that the original video she posted did have the actual fight in it, but it got removed because of like privacy complaints by somebody. So they had to re-edit it, re-upload.
Oh, I see.
Which sucks, because that would have given us a lot of context of what the heck happened. Yeah. It sounds like, yeah, they don't have authority because they're security to like just fight a dude on the sidewalk for no reason and bring him in. This is hilarious.
I am chuckling that Alex is like, information report and 10-8.
Yeah.
Can't confirm.
Yeah,
see.
Alex Meach was saying that loss prevention does have the right to detain for shoplifting depending on the state, but most stores have a policy, which is basically my as far as I'm aware, most stores have the policy, and probably most malls have the policy, that if you're not a cop, so they don't want the liability of exactly that kind of situation.
I could also see where like you can just refuse service. So instead of shoplifting, because you have to pass the last point of sale for shoplifting, they would go under something like your behavior, like with concealing. If you're concealing items and they don't like the manner in which you're shopping in their like store, you can refuse to sell to them and make them leave. You do have that, and you can have security enforce that policy of like, no, you're not paying for that. Just leave. I want you to take everything that you got. And then the search and all that stuff would be a little bit different, but police could come and CT warn them. They need to be present for the CT warning to be valid, at least in most places. But yeah, I can see both sides of the coin on that.
Man,
These are people.
I don't want to get in on this party.
Nice, chill,
having a good
quiet
time.
party.
Yeah, but this is also banda music, dog. You can tell by the rhythm here. This is just straight. Bom, 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 bom. Like there's like a hierarchy in the type of party you're having, and this like erodes from like a pachanga or just like a get together to like banda get togethers are really out of pocket. Like people are peeing outside and stuff. But then there's like respectable, like, which are just as loud. Hey. But it's different music because mariachi.
It's behind a fence.
Oh, agreed. I have no beef with this. I got this call every single Friday. That was payday. So every like Thursday night or Friday night, dude, it was like every third call we got after like 11 o'clock at night. And I'm like, dude, it's a sound ordinance thing. Like,
yeah,
you played.
Hey, but this is daytime, so.
Oh, agreed.
No
That's
complaints.
I literally would tell them, you have till 11:30 if it was a weekday, and you have till 2. That's when bars close. That's reasonable. You have till 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. On weekends. So like Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday, I feel a little differently about. But like I typically would tell them, I'm not going to try to write. And it's a ticket. I'm not like going in and kicking people out and stuff like that. It's just like, bro, here's your ticket. Here's your tax for having a loud party. Yeah.
Hi.
But this is
how are you? One family that has like the ranch just in the middle of nowhere that they just let everybody use for all of the parties.
They're doing it up.
That's the best friend to have.
But this is. Oh, you still see something?
No. Yeah, I was
you want to
no,
get some
I don't
food?
want to. It's fine. No.
Look,
he's already gone. Look at him.
Look, Prima offers you some food. You just take it. Leave the body cam on. You're allowed to take food.
All right, let's go.
He's about to find himself a thick Latina.
I wonder if the body cam's like a rookie and that's his Ethiopian. Like, bro,
definitely not
don't follow the rules like that.
Oh, okay. okay, maybe don't be taking people's hands. Like, yeah, there is some conduct standards here, but
I have video, and I think I texted you this. I was working at Quince, and I saw this exactly happen. Yeah, both of the they were, hired cops to be there for security reasons.
Oh man, now it's a party. Hello. I can't dance. All right, you turn.
I'll tell you what he's getting. You can see the body cam.
Let's go. Good. Who graduated? You. Good.
This would be a graduation party.
Yep.
Who graduated? High school? Bye. It's likely too young.
I'm out of here. All right, we gotta get back to work.
Bro, okay, hold on. Oh, we can't rewind. She's wearing way too short a skirt for this to be
probably a college graduation.
That's
party,
what I was about to
guess.
say. If she was in high school, there's some Orthodox Catholics in there that would not be having that, but whatever. Shout out to them.
Yeah, they have a live band. Which is awesome.
You're welcome. You too. Y'all have fun, okay?
Great community contact. It's my people, I bless it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? They took the dance.
It's a pal.
I give them. Oh, nope. Sorry. I tried to add 10.
Dan says highly unprofessional because they don't have parties in Australia.
Yeah, dude, they get after it.
They don't have Mexicans down there, so they don't know.
I'll be honest. The reason why we used to go into these, one, just to like let our presence be seen, because typically like they would be a little bit more on the up and up as far as like making sure it didn't get out of hand because they knew that police knew about the party. Was I had a short list of people that had felony warrants that I knew were in the area, and I would just check because this would always pull because they don't care. This is the one cool thing about these parties is they don't care who shows up. They just are. They're like, I'm already paying for the band, and they already got food there. Now, if nobody knew you, that'd be a little weird. But every once in a while, I'd look around. But you got to blend in so they don't know you're looking for them. Yeah, we do. Not those kind of parties.
Not those kind of parties.
No.
I got Australia parties.
Australia parties, I got nothing on these. I tell you what, the food at that place would have been impeccable. Bro, you just get like a little jarrito, had some, whatever tacos they got going on there. Dog, you're going to have a good ass time. I like the lemon jarritos, which are pretty good. It's typically those do a lot better on patrol.
I like the orange ones.
They're just less sweet than the others. But dude, lemon. God, dude. I'm hungry.
I was just totally mind blown. I don't think I've seen anything around me.
When a crabber in Lee County got a call from someone claiming to be a detective in Northeast Florida, claiming he was involved in a crime hours away, he thought it was a prank. Turns out it wasn't.
I'm just thinking, how in the hell did this happen to me?
He was eventually arrested, and the reasons why left him stunned. Evan Dean has this Gulf Coast investigation that's a warning to all of us.
This is the moment a deputy showed up at Robert Dillon's front door. His face says more than words.
Do you got any shoes or anything on you?
Are you shitting me, man?
I'm not.
It all happened back in August, just outside Dillon's home in San Carlos Park.
This is crazy as
What is it?
I gotta get my shoes.
What is going on?
What's going on is Dillon is about to be arrested for a crime he never committed.
I'll tell you what, man, I'm gonna put you in the cuff in the front.
This is nuts.
Despite insisting he's innocent, Dillon is handcuffed, put in a police cruiser, and taken to jail.
Handcuffed to the front? Weak!
God, this is nuts.
I wouldn't know what to tell you, G. It's not an investigation.
For Dillon, the only thing harder to believe than the arrest itself
was it sheriff's?
Is where the crime happened and how he was identified as the suspect.
Deputaz.
And I'm thinking, how in the hell did this happen? How did this happen? They say in life everything happens for a reason. I can't for the life of me figure out this one.
More than 300 miles.
Great establishing shot. They're doing too much on this. This is way too much, but I'm here for it.
They made a short film out of it.
Yeah.
miles northeast of Lee County sits the coastal resort city of Jacksonville Beach. It's here at a fast food restaurant near the ocean where the alleged crime happened. In November of 2023, a young girl told police that a man, a stranger, had asked her to come with him twice while in the restaurant. She didn't, and the suspect left. But police pulled these surveillance photos of him, and months later,
this is crazy as
Robert Dillon would be placed in cuffs, accused of luring or enticing a child. The problem? Dillon says he's never been to Jacksonville Beach.
Out of the blue, you know, they pick some guy that lives 6.5 hours away and says, this is you. It blew my mind.
Police reports from Jacksonville Beach PD show detectives initially didn't have much.
Oh no, it's PD. Do better. These are my people. Son of a...
to go on. That is, until the neighboring sheriff's office ran the surveillance photos through a facial
Oh, thank God. Okay, here we go. Okay,
facial recognition, because that's so freaking accurate.
I feel so much better.
They bought the CSI software.
Oh my God. Oh, that's right. We talked about that on Thursday, where I was like, I don't know, like I'm not. Oh no, because that was for
that was for yeah, right? That was at least. But even still, like that's where.
Yeah, dude.
Bro, you
can't sue your
AI. Output. No,
it's just oopsie. Sorry, homie. Zoom and enhance, Alex.
But you also, I mean, there's gonna have to be case law of if it's AI that accuses you, do you have an accuser?
Like, dude, you'd be suing that. Like, they'd have to have such a big insurance policy for that.
Recognition program, AI, which revealed a 93% match on facial features to Robert Dillon. The report doesn't say what photos of Dillon sparked the match, a driver's license, a mugshot, or something else. He does have a criminal record, including an arrest for DUI and for a bar fight, but no crimes involving kids.
I cannot stand any adult to harm a child in any kind of way. He's got black wavy hair. I don't have wavy hair. You know, he's got a big hole underneath of his eye. I don't have that.
Do you think he ever should have been arrested for this?
I don't. No, it was absolutely a wrongful arrest. It was not.
You don't say. Who's this guy?
Not Mr. Dillon.
Jacksonville-based defense attorney Brian Cripp.
Probably his lawyer. Yeah.
So I've evaluated the facts, and in my expert opinion, I don't think he should have been arrested at all. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Hey, thank you, Captain Obvious. Did you guys ever think about reacting to the Top Gear police car? Dude, there was one where they did, it was the Caprice, the Charger, and I don't remember what the other one was that they did. I think it was a Ford. I think they had like a Taurus that they turned into a police car. And, dude, oh no, maybe it was an Impala. I don't remember, but the Caprice like crushed. It was a modern Caprice, but it kind of crushed. But I loved Top Gear. I don't know.
We need to do that, yeah.
If we can find it, we can probably do it.
I'll find it. Yeah. We can definitely do it.
Yeah, dude.
Top Gear took on Dillon's case and quickly raised concerns. The police report showed neither of Dillon's license plates were picked up on readers in Duval County, but there's no mention of police checking readers in Lee County. There was also no mention in the report if police pulled Dillon's phone records. A manager at the restaurant did pick his photo out of a lineup, but the report says that same witness described the suspect as a regular customer, and the photo lineup wasn't shown to them until 2 months after the crime.
The more time that passes, the worse somebody's memory.
Verify the output of the AI. It is not 100%.
Dillon's attorney shared their concerns about the case with the state attorney's office. He sent text messages showing Dillon had a typical day of work in Lee County on the day of the alleged crime, and sent photos showing differences in Dillon's appearance from the suspect. Ultimately, after reviewing the evidence, the state attorney's office dropped the case.
Well, it's great. I mean, it's certainly great for Mr. Dillon. I mean, I think there's still questions as to how to even get that far.
We reached out to Jacksonville Beach PD, but they refused to answer questions about their investigation. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, which used facial recognition for the case, said the programs are a tool that assists with developing a lead, but said they have no concerns about the accuracy of the technology. The state
points from admin.
Yeah, that's the right place to put that blame.
That's so stupid.
I'm done with that story. That's so dumb. Beyond half points for AI. Okay. Mason and Ivana, what's going on? Oh, that's right. I think Millennial said this one. It's pretty good.
Why are you in my car? I'm just wondering if you can take me to the bar. I'm of age. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry. Oh my god.
I can pause this. So I understand the safety concern of somebody getting behind you. I used to always actually check my back seat for this very reason.
To ask you.
So there was actually a really interesting study that was done. God, this was a long time ago. It's like 20 years ago.
That's a good habit in general, too.
Masada Ayub and a handful of other people that were real big back in the 80s, they did a test, and they took, I think it was like 100 or something. They took a lot of some of the most deadly, skilled professionals on the planet, Delta Force operators, Navy SEALs, CIA, FBI, all these guys. And they ran them through a bunch of random scenarios to try to develop and figure out where there was holes in their expertise to develop better SOPs for doing dangerous stuff, right? And there was one test that killed all of them but one. And it literally was a guy just sitting, he literally just laid down in the back seat, waited for them to get in the car, and he popped up and just boom, and he would fake pop him in the back of the head, basically. And only one guy caught it, and he said he picked that up because he taught his daughter to do it, basically. There's a really cool story behind this. But from a safety standpoint, yeah, dude, like always check your back seat, especially if you're leaving your car. Like clearly the patrol car was unlocked, right? We're lucky it was just somebody getting in the back seat, not to mention somebody actually taking your patrol car.
Yeah.
But as I'll find the study. Someone can Google it or put it in the chat or whatever. It was a really cool study that they did. But that was the single most deadly scenario, and all it would have taken was just before you take off, check your back seat. I don't know that she could do criminal trespass because, like, technically because it wouldn't be burglary, right? So, like, let's say you're going to go with vehicle burglary. A element of that offense is that I have to have the intent for theft or some other kind of crime, assault, something like that, which clearly she just wants a ride to the bar, which is stupid in a big way. So you're not giving this girl a ride to the bar. But you might have criminal trespass because she did break the plane on a vehicle that she didn't have authority to be in. But, like, you're already on a call. Like, are we really about to add another call for criminal trespass? That's the best I got. But you get that at best. And it was unlocked, so it's not like she forced entry. She just opened it. It happened to be open, and she got in it. But imagine if this is not a police officer. Imagine there's just some like if I got into the back of Juan's truck and I didn't know Juan, and I was like, "Can you take me to the bar?" And he's like, "No, dude, I'm not an Uber," and I just left. You know, be interesting. He said any D. I love Lippy.
Yeah, but no, close the door. Both of you get over here now.
How'd she open it? Oh, her friend opened it.
Both of you get over here right now. Give me your IDs. What in your mind would make you think that you should get into the back of a cop car? I'm sorry. Give me your ID now.
Maybe she needs help.
Maybe she's dyslexic and thought it said Uber.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. Ma'am, I'm sorry. Give me your ID.
Based. Same.
Yeah,
he's going
just so that you don't get the body cam that shows that you left your car unlocked.
He's going motor vehicle trespass. You can, I guess, but bro, easy. Lock your patrol car. I am team that. No point in detention. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Trespassing, I guess. They're all gonna say, and like, it wasn't hard for me to articulate the trespassing, but like. Am I really about to waste my time? Because, I mean, depending on the set of circumstances, it's a felony, right? And I'm like, am I really about to waste my time with this?
See, this is why I'm glad we use this channel to develop a healthy distrust of police so that kids don't just go wandering into a police car.
That's what I'm saying. Don't trust the
These
police.
two very clearly did not have that.
Oh, you know what?
from their
Suspects. Know your rights. Articulate us.
They would 100% be honest with the cops and get themselves in more trouble.
Yeah, they would. Just keep going or no?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm seriously. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. It's a senior bar call. I didn't mean to. I was.
What in your mind makes you think that you should get into a cop car?
That's
Oh,
irrelevant.
we got the body cam for it, Josh.
Do I look like a taxi?
Yeah, I'm sending it to you.
You don't. I'm sorry. Seriously. I didn't know it was gonna be.
Oh, I want that.
I just discorded it to you.
Oh, based. I'm pulling that up. Hold on. This is a great conversation piece, though. Hold on. Let me pull it. Here we go. So we got this much.
Sorry. Seriously. I didn't know it was gonna be like this. I'm sorry.
48 headquarters. Can you make me a separate incident?
She's already working a call?
I've got 2 Ohio DA.
For those of you that watched the episode that came up, that premiered before this, if you didn't, you should go watch it. I talked about the type of cops who are like, oh, I can sit on this. This is one of those. Like, bro, like, we have other things to be doing with our time than dealing with our dumb little princess here.
DLs when you're ready.
Okay.
Okay. Both of you stay right here with him. Do not go anywhere. Stand right there with him. Do not go anywhere.
She's mad.
She called back.
I think she's embarrassed.
Oh, 100%.
But she's allowing that to push her judgment to take enforcement. This is reverse female privilege right here. It's a young, pretty girl getting in the back of some chick's car. She should feel stupid that someone was able to get in her car. There's some scene security stuff there. But this sussy-looking Chrysler 300 and honestly just this Jeep Liberty tells me that they got bigger things going on than a criminal trespass. Like, I'm not saying don't run them, right? Like, we're going to go ahead and detain for the criminal trespass, explain that that's incredibly stupid, run them to make sure they don't have warrants, and be like, next time you do this, you go to jail. Done. You don't cut a separate call. You don't none of that. Dumb.
So I made a traffic stop. Basically, this lady almost hit me trying to pull out.
Okay.
So I walked up to her car. I had my car parked here. And as I was talking to her, that girl had the audacity to get into the back seat of my car.
She's taking it personally.
And was sitting in the back seat of my car.
The audacity.
Yeah.
When I came back around this car to my car.
Little girl?
Yeah.
Is she drunk?
She just said, so she's over
You don't know. Just leave it at that.
know.
You don't know.
21. She's like, oh, I need you to drive me to the bar. What can I cite her with?
Criminal mischief, and she can go to jail.
So you don't even know what you can
Bring
charge
it
her
in.
with.
Bring it in here. Bring it in. If you don't have an offense, you don't have an offense. Don't detain people until you make it up. It's called fishing. That makes you a shitbag. What was it? Cassie? Was that what it was?
Cassie, yeah. The one that
Cassie.
stands there and while her partner has to shoot a dude.
Man, we had like 3 or 4 really good female officers, and then we get this. Every once in a while, man.
Oh, if she
Yeah.
wants to sit in the car, she can take a ride.
Okay, perfect.
Criminal mischief, I'm good with that.
Okay.
That under no circumstances does this meet criminal mischief. What are the elements of the offense for criminal mischief? And where's this?
I guess we gotta look at the side of their cars.
Police BGPD. That's gonna be a lot.
I literally. Yeah, my lights were on. I was in the
I
middle
think they
of the stop.
were in Iowa.
And you can do a disorderly conduct.
No.
With an M4.
One of those cornfield states.
Well, I would look it up. I'll look it up real quick.
Yeah, I literally got.
I don't recognize this plate. Maybe.
I don't either. We kind of saw it on their
So her friend
license.
was standing next to my car, and I was like, "What is she doing?" And I was like, "Okay, maybe this car is hers." She tried back out, so I got in my car and got ready to move. And she was sitting next to my car and said, "Hey, can you give me a ride to the bar?" And
You don't
literally
get breach of
said,
peace either because they're interacting with law enforcement. That doesn't count. No.
Are you kidding me?
For sure not
And then
criminal
I told him to get out of
mischief.
the car, and I walked around.
Could be Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Yeah. So basically,
Could
I was in a
be
terrible position.
Bowling Green, Ohio.
So I
Ohio
was
sounds
standing.
correct.
Might be Ohio. I think she said Ohio at some point.
Hey, you either have to exit.
I was trying to see that license plate.
This way, you can't exit this way. You almost just caused an accident when I was trying to come in here because you tried to proceed.
Okay, your rationale for the traffic stop's completely irrelevant to your detaining of these girls. My peace is currently being breached.
Oh, okay, yeah. And so I was trying to explain to her.
Alex, that was a good question, though.
And I pointed out that there's a very
5 to media for clickbait title. Yes, I'll take it.
Is this Midwest Safety again?
Oh, don't be. Oh, I will. No, Bodycam fails.
Okay, well.
This title is a fail.
I think it's Ohio because I saw a 567 area code and I Googled that and it said Toledo, Lima, Mansfield, Ohio area. Yeah, so Bowling Green, Ohio. That's right there. BGPD. I should be a detective. I could have discovered that one guy wasn't supposed to be arrested.
Act like this was a freaking kidnapping.
Do not enter right there, and I was explaining her ticket to her. And so, basically, I'm in a bad spot, and I couldn't see my car while I was standing here talking to her. So I should have blocked my car, definitely my fault. But
that is not your fault at all. Yeah.
It's partially your fault for not locking your patrol car.
Also, where is that lady? Did you finish your traffic stop already?
She's extending her detention, I'm assuming.
I think it would be a DC. It's something to do with, like, it's a DC during an emergency, but I would have to see if it fits.
This is self-initiated traffic stop, not an emergency. But whatever.
Okay.
This articulation is terrible.
For criminal mischief?
Yeah, it's an M4.
What?
I believe it's an M4. Look it up real quick.
What's the law? What are the elements in Iowa?
Okay,
or Ohio or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
For criminal mischief?
Yes.
Absolutely not. Yeah, so I had my camera on the corner to pull in here.
Criminal
She
mischief.
pulled out and tried to pull out and almost hit me. And I turned on my light.
Who cares about the
Revised
stuff?
code.
I was like,
Without
back
privilege
up.
to do so, knowingly move, deface, damage, destroy, or otherwise improperly tamper with either of the following: property of another, real property, residential real property. So she would have had to make some kind of, deface, damage, destroy, or move. It shouldn't even move.
And tamper wouldn't make any sense because she didn't like getting in the car is not. Now I get it if she broke the glass. Again, if she forced entry, it's a very different conversation. But
You have to back up, and then she tried
this little boy needs to go back to. Okay, Chad gets the point. That got me a solid chuckle. That was. Every once in a while, phoner gets me, dog.
going forward. I was
Dismissed.
I have to back up. And so that's why I just
If she explains this traffic
move,
stop,
deface, damage, destroy, or otherwise improperly tamper.
Okay. I'm going to hand this back to you. Okay.
You
Go ahead
open the
and hand me your
door and
purse.
sit in a seat.
Absolutely. Go ahead and turn around and face the car. Put your hands up on the side of the car. I sure am. Put your hands up on the car.
So did they get her for disorderly conduct? Was that the other one?
I want to see what the charges.
Let's see, disorderly conduct during an emergency.
Bro, I'm legit about to go see if these charges stuck. I can almost guarantee these get dismissed. What a waste of time.
Right. Okay. All right.
What? She's in handcuffs and you're still looking it up? Oh my God. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll head and figure
It
that
feels
way.
like I have something. I just don't know what. It's like that's not PC.
Okay.
That's not PC,
Sorry.
dog.
I was en route to you.
Because even so disorderly conduct. I don't see one with.
She got cooties in her backseat.
During an emergency.
Yeah, I just want to say I'm sorry. I don't know. I didn't mean for this to be like this. Honestly, I didn't know. I know.
I mean, you just made a really bad decision. I don't know what in your thought process made you think that you should get into the back of my car.
She's really stuck on that. Was it dumb? Yes. I've had people pull they weren't on me, but they pulled a gun while I was there. And I was like, because basically, long story short, it was a criminal trespass situation. Somebody got into their apartment, thought it was theirs, and it wasn't theirs. They got into an argument, and I show up, and he decides he's going to go put his gun up. Well, he does so by pulling it out of his pants to go walking back into the house. Like, you should have just gone to the house and done it. Go and charge the guy. That's stupid. No, he got a talking to, but.
So here's misconduct in an emergency. No person shall knowingly do any of the following: hamper the lawful operations of any law enforcement officer, firefighter, rescue, or medical person, emergency medical services person, or blah, 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 engaged in the person's duties at the scene of a fire, accident, disaster, riot, or emergency of any kind.
Not a traffic stop. That's self-initiated. Oh, my God.
Also, supposedly it was over.
Emergency lights on and asked me for a ride to a bar.
And honestly, I thought that police officers could give rides to people, and I guess I didn't know better, and I'm sorry for that, and I had no idea that this was going to happen.
She's dumb.
And I apologize
but
sincerely.
this is dumb. This is dumber. The situation's dumb.
She saw that one episode of The Simpsons where the cops gave Homer a ride and thought that was real life.
Bro, I just can't. I'll take another. Man, I
would have blessed like a quick 2-minute lecture about don't get in the back of police cars. That's not what it's for.
And if you're going, like I said, criminal trespass would have been easy. You didn't have permission to be somewhere. You got in there. What the hell? But I'm detaining you to run you. I'm going to say, hey, that's criminal trespass. I would have said it right out of the gate, right? Maybe don't do that. I'm going to run you real quick. You don't have any warrants, right? No. No warrants, not wanted for anything, not associated, like hasn't been threatening to kill cops or something crazy like that. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing more to this. Hey, don't be stupid. Bye. Like, bro, I don't know, man. I've had plenty of people approach me while I'm just hanging out in my patrol car. You just deal with it, but that's dumb. What a waste.
Oh yeah, disposition. We didn't see if she actually ended up in.
She went to jail, but we didn't get a.
Well, yeah, like charges. Were there none?
They didn't say.
Of course they wouldn't, because it's body cam fails. Not body cam results.
Right. Yeah, we got no disposition here. Yep. Nope. We got nothing. That's dumb. Super dumb. Oh, my boy went straight to side control here. My dog. Like a modified mount.
Stay on the ground.
Side mount.
But then.
Yeah, dude. Turn over.
Weapon retention.
I got it.
Let's see it. Great job.
Let go of me. Right down.
Great job. Okay, still weapon retention.
Look at that society. Oh.
Maybe less great.
Sin for society.
Yeah. Now, hear me out. Hear me out. Was this a SIG? Or was this not a SIG?
Gonna need to follow up on that one.
Yeah, let's sin society. Let's help, but help. I mean, he's helping, but ooh. What's going on?
Stay still.
My guy's got the gun. What?
I will fucking kill you. Dude, I got a kid.
What is going on? Yeah, okay, this could have been done better. Never mind. For a second, there was a moment here. So he kind of goes hands on, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is almost looks like he's trying to take the back. Almost looks.
Was
like
that his radio going flying?
100% his radio.
Shout out to the mic loop.
This is a boater's cup too. I can tell by the boots.
Mm-hmm.
He's like in a side, like he's 90% of the way there. If he were to loop this arm and kind of loop this one behind his neck, you just hold him and hang out. And the weapon retention thing, like, was kind of sus.
Mm-hmm.
Like he didn't concentrate on it, but like that's kind of on this officer. He should have.
Well, how much of it is on? Oh, I guess for this part, you mean?
Yeah.
Or do you mean the negligent discharge?
The whole thing, right? So like, I can't go in reverse here, but like he has an opportunity here to go full mount and call it a day. Just sit on this guy and wait if you don't have the ability to, and sometimes you don't, right? Like, it's just the nature of it. This guy ate his Wheaties and is doing the push-ups, so like I don't have the physical strength to do it. Hang out and wait, but be in a position where this looks like a regular duty grade holster.
Sorry.
What?
Oh no, you got to see Chris's comments.
It'd be in his hand.
Radio would not have fallen out.
It'd be in his hand. Exactly.
He would have just. It wouldn't have fallen out. He would have dropped it.
He would have just thrown it, is what he says. Yeah. That's wild that went off.
Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if that's more on the dude trying to help. Or if that's
the only reason why I don't want to hold
or if it came out of the holster.
Yeah, we have no idea what that guy's level of training was, but he at least earnestly wanted to help. Weapon retention falls on you. You are the trained, paid for professional. That's on you. We're not going to sit here and be like, well, the civilian grabbed my gun and it went off, so like I'm good, right? Like, you're going to be held. You're the one that brought that equipment there. You're going to be held accountable for it. I don't know what the disposition was there, but we're just going to go ahead and take 10. That was not great. It was like a sussy little account here.
Oh, did I? Oh, I probably posted this one.
Oh,
if it's a Mexico one, that's probably from me.
Pinches paisas, somos
I definitely posted this.
Madre ira. Yo venía bien despacito.
Is
this
like,
I was going real slow. Yeah. This is a big old cardboard guy.
Hecho en Mexico.
Hecho en Mexico. Let's go.
Oh,
He's like, I was going so slow.
Pinches paisas, somos un pinche desmadre, ira. Yo venía bien despacito.
That's pretty top tier. Is this State Boys, or I guess this is the Fed?
This is federal. I mean, it's the federal police, but I don't know that you can. I guess you could.
That's hilarious. You know what? To media for making the video. They did good. And society for having a good sense of humor about it. He was like, man.
Hey, you're modifying behavior, right?
There it is. Let's see it. This is NYPD SWAT. All right, it's emergency service unit. I should mute this because I don't need to listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this guy's got the shitty job. He's got to go run with that rifle. What a bad time.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't he also have to climb up to the top of the thing and get in a sniper position usually?
Probably. I don't know in what universe you're doing that, but
Florida.
It's probably part of the.
Or you know what? You know what? This is for chasing a dude down the sewers in New York.
That's what it is. So this is like a SWAT games, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, what a bad time to be stuck with the gun. Oh, he's got to carry the breaching tool too? Oh, no. Dude, the knocker is not light. This is... Actually, so I like it because they're having to get the equipment there. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with this so far. So they have TTPOA does something similar to this. They have the actual SWAT games, which is like a just for America, but I'm assuming they have like an international one.
Yeah, so the UAE does this one. This is an international one because I've seen the Mexico one before. We might have actually watched it on the channel like a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, rad.
The different runs because they do different scenarios that they run them through and they time them. I think we saw the one where they had to do a hostage rescue, so they had to carry the dummy out while the sniper sniped.
This should be a layup for old boy here. Oh, they're having to do this whole debacle here. What are they doing here?
I think this is shooting.
Oh, interesting. And they got to clear all the plates. Oh, that's fat. That's kind of fun.
I like that.
But you get you just pick who's best at whatever skill.
Mm-hmm.
But it tests the team, obviously. Bro, kneeling guy's not helping.
Oh, I think you get a set amount of bullets.
Yeah.
Damn.
Kneeling guy totally sepoo-pooed that.
Mm-hmm.
But if that's at 20, that's not as easy. At 10 or 7, that should be a layup, but Oh, they have to carry it. That's so much worse. Oh. These old timers getting after it.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna see if they were having to go up it. I was like, if they have to carry that over,
that would be wild.
Barrier, that'd be insane.
Yeah, they just have to toss it up to the next guy up.
Yep.
This poor guy.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, does he have to buddy drag?
That. They all do. Okay, that's a less bad.
I'd want that gig. I would never get it because I'm like 230, probably at my lightest.
I look like they were gonna bar toss him.
Oh, it's a bad time.
Okay, so they're the emergency service unit.
I'll tell you who you don't want to do this up against, like a bunch of idiot Marines.
Yeah,
like would eat this for lunch. They're not smart, but they're good at this. Oh, they just hooked him up. Oh, that's hilarious.
Special skill was dealing. That's how he got on SWAT, not shooting.
My blood pressure could
You're
never...
halfway there is what they told him.
Yeah, this sucks. Watching this feels awful. Open position in the laundry unit. You have to be certified at using software. Hey, man. If there was ever a position that was important on separating the whites from the colors, it's the laundry position. Oh, my God. Bro, they gave it to the big fella there. Out there, there's a grown man.
I want to be the lazy ass getting carried.
Wow, good on them. I mean, that was...
You know what that would make? So Dan's saying it looks like one of those silly Japanese game shows. That would make a good...
That would be kind of hilarious.
Like a funny game show. So if you did this, but then there was just like, I don't know, vats of Jell-O being thrown at you.
I do remember there was a women's Chilean team that was like awful. Like they were like because they don't like surprise you with what you're doing. You know ahead of time. And I was like, man, why'd they let them go? Like, don't do that to them.
Go down. I want to see Brazil on the right. Kaifa, slightly up. One more.
This.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll watch Brazil. Do they have a dumb?
Okay, good. It's just an announcement.
I like that they kept the hats. These are pretty old school.
Here are the boys from Brazil. Under
Squirtle,
the
you're wrong
table,
for that.
up and over the wooden walls.
Come on. Oh, they got to get the knocker. Oh, what a bad time, dude.
Now, Damus says it seems like most of the teams favor the H&K MP5. You are correct. It seems to be a
military police
standard issue weapon for many forces around the world.
That was not an MP5. Get after, big fella. This is an HK though. It's like a 416.
Also used here in the UAE as well.
Nice.
There is the sniper shot for the BOP on Brazil, so the breaching team can get going.
Okay, so the sniper shot's what sets them off to go do the breaching.
Vamos, vamos.
Vamos. What's a different version of that? Oh, they got to do it with gas masks on? What a bad time.
Yeah, I wonder if it changes.
Again, a team member just struggling with a strap, like not quite the same.
That should be a layup.
Problem as teams passed, but
someone did the shotgun.
Yes, still you can see the second from left member of BOP Brazil.
He's like, bro, I did my part. I'm doing my part.
Just trying to bring his weapon to bear.
I would have liked to see like a port arms or some shit. That's a little sus. I mean, I'm sure it's unloaded and shown clear, but that's a little sus. You got people back here and shit. Come on. Damn. When you're in law enforcement, muscle discipline doesn't matter. Oh, I'll tell you what, Chadwick here is just crushing.
We've already crossed the 2-minute mark.
To reload, or if it's just you have to hit all of them.
The sniper still has 3 white targets to hit on that Texas Star.
If you don't get him, you don't get him.
The Texas Star. Put some respect on that name.
And it's interesting that as the day goes on, the wind is picking up here at Al Rawaya in the Emirate of Dubai.
Affect you on this part of the course. Yeah. I'll tell you what, this shooting facility is super nice. They keep this berm as like a golf course. This is way too nice.
It's got a putting green.
3 members finished in the pistol pen.
It's some kind of turf, I'm sure.
They must return through the breaching door, and finally the sniper has fulfilled the second of his responsibilities.
Oh, they got to run the rest of this,
which is that Texas Star. And he can sprint and pick up
there we go.
One of those dead weight dummies.
Spine.
I like Chadwick here. Chadwick.
Dragged across the finish line.
Come on, homie. There you go.
331.2 for BOPE of Brazil. Seniors team.
The seniors team. Okay, we're almost done.
The whistle goes. Remember those who watched last year.
Oh, look at that guy in the back.
It wasn't their athleticism.
That's Bill in 20 years.
That
he's going to be here.
Did them so well. It was their accuracy, their technical ability.
Call it CrossFit.
When it came to the targets.
I do like it. They have like just tape in their ears.
Yeah. For good luck.
Oh, Benelli.
I can hear their knees cracking.
Remember, the UAE SWAT Challenge, the competitors, each and every one of them, is in active service.
I think these old timers.
No bluffers here. No weekend warriors.
Old snipers.
No weekend warriors.
Ready so quick. Look at him.
A little bit of adjustment for the Sao Paulo senior sniper.
Boom.
Chadwick.
I think because of that wind, possibly.
Okay, I'm done with this. That's hilarious. I guess I'll give everybody 5 for getting after it here, especially for the seniors. There you go. Except for the state boys, not getting them anything. Oh, a taped piece of brass for you, bro. The seniors, in terms of active service, yeah, they all were active. Said, yeah, they were all active.
Oh, that's awesome.
What a bad time. I don't know where this is, but shout out to them.
It says Empire UK. Could be France.
I don't know.
I heard a babu. It made me think. Yeah.
No points.
I liked it. It's better than watching freaking cops throw the sticks really badly and get tangled up in them.
It'd be suspect as hell, right?
Yeah.
Guys, are you filming me?
Yes, sir, as is my right to do so. Thank you.
You tell me this camera's on and I'm being filmed.
Yes, as a tax-paying citizen, I am constitutionally allowed to film you, officer.
1 second, please. Good afternoon, citizen. First off, thank you for your tax dollars. Second off, may I please have your driver's license and registration?
Yes, I am willfully handing over my driver's license.
This is Friday,
Dallas.
Frank.
Let me guess, you're from Texas.
No, I'm not from Texas.
Dallas Buyers Club, huh? I never saw it. I am, though, a big McConaughey fan, huh? All right. See that?
I like how he didn't run it at all. He just took it and then handed it back to him. That's how you know this is a skit.
Oh, Jesus, I'm nervous. I am nervous, huh? Whew, I got a question. Can we cut that? I don't know. I just didn't like that take because I was just being nervous, you know, and I don't want a bad take.
It's going to be Gen Alpha. I'll do, this is a municipal, technically, even though it's a skit. I'll take some points, and then I'm going to take some points from media.
No.
For wasting my time.
10? That's unfair. That's unfair.
Hey, I took points from municipals, and there wasn't even an actual cop in that.
There wasn't even an actual media person. This was a regular citizen.
Editing was done.
I think that these are landmines.
Looking them up, and the fact that we've done magnificent before and we've seen them before, we figured we'd give you guys a call and take a look. Most concerned is this big one right here.
Okay, but you took it out of the water and you put it in?
Yes.
Yeah,
We found them.
didn't go off.
Right, which is good.
Maybe she's a bomb expert. There's a small chance she's a bomb expert, but this is kind of like approaching somebody whose kid's missing. Is like, well, how long have they been missing? Well, 12 hours isn't the required 24 for us to do a missing persons report. So, like, you probably just can't find him yet. Let's be careful, girlfriend.
I think we're actually with
Come on,
magnification.
Cassie.
If you pull something out like this, obviously with it drying out, it causes them to explode. So right away we put them in water.
So other than it being a similar shape, because I mean it's obviously very deteriorated.
Yeah.
How can you say for sure that this is a landmine?
You can't. That's why you gotta have.
How can you say it's not?
Now, I remember her. She was in the background of the Hurt Locker. Pretty sure, right?
Is it an annoying call to work? Sure. A lot of calls are annoying calls to work. But girl, you were getting paid by the hour, girlfriend. Like,
Also, it's daytime. What else you got going on?
Bro.
I mean, I'm sure there's some college girl hopping in your car right now, but other than that.
Come on, Cassie.
That's.
Okay, but the bomb squad has a lot of things that they can do.
I understand. Just like the grenade that we pulled out.
Yeah, we found 20 mortars
I
in
understand.
Michigan, and they had to come out and they took them all and detonated them with C4. Even though they were unactive, they still have to dispose of them the right way.
Okay.
Not like we can just.
So maybe these guys are annoying and do this all the time. And maybe it's like a fake thing, and maybe this has been happening. But I think you still treat it with a level of deference because, like, could also be legit.
Or it's probably more because, like, they might do it all the time just because they're constantly magnet fishing, so they're constantly pulling up.
That's what I was going to say. If they're just pulling stuff out.
Yeah,
right.
so even if it's not fake, you stump. Like, I get you annoyed, but.
Yeah.
Also, you can't just leave them with explosives.
You're getting paid to, like.
Alex Meach goes, the bomb squad has a lot of things they need to do. Where the hell is she? Afghanistan? Yeah. What the hell they do? They do like 3 things a year.
If that. We were. DFW did not have a full, like, wide. There was not a full-time EOD person. They had some state guys that were. Because, like, that was just their function, was to rove around and do EOD stuff. Even though we had EOD trained people, they typically did SWAT or something else. Like, they had another function. They didn't just, I'm just bomb disposal. Because you would never call those guys. Like, it'd be, even in a big city, it'd be very rare if they're ever doing anything. Squirtle. He said the quiet part out loud.
Throw this in the garbage can.
I understand that, but you're taking resources away from the city of Fond du Lac every single time you guys.
Oh, the city of Fond du Lac.
I understand that.
You know what? Out of sheer pettiness, I would just throw it to see what happens. I'd take it and just chuck it.
The resources of Fond du Lac, a city of 44,000 people.
Bro, come on. Yeah, this is my people, right?
In Wisconsin. Oh yeah, you got lots of stuff going on.
Lots of stuff going on.
Another shocking development in the DWI dismissal scandal, rocking law enforcement agencies across the metro. A New Mexico State Police sergeant, once dubbed the DWI King for his impressive arrest record, is now on leave in connection to the scandal. He's the first officer from state police to be connected to this federal investigation.
Play it, Juan. State boys in the highway. Getting laid off.
Boys on the highway. They stopping everything.
Without PC.
Following more than a dozen APD officers and one BCSO deputy. News 13's Annalisa Pardo is here with the latest.
We'll take a look at this 2015 State Transportation Department billboard with Toby LaFave. He was the face of the NDWI campaign in New Mexico, and now he could be connected to one of the state's biggest public corruption scandals.
I guess there's a reason why this badge sits right over my heart.
Featured in NDWI ads and billboards.
You would have to threaten me with termination to make me do something like this, unless it was purely satirical. And that's coming from a guy that has a YouTube channel. We got to ask.
I did threaten you. That's why we have this.
That's true. That's true. No, but I'm not doing cheesy.
I know.
Well, that's not true.
That's not true at all either.
New Mexico State Police Officer Toby LaFave is known for his impressive
Yeah, dude, this is all cringe. These cuffs cringe me out.
DWI arrest record. Named Officer of the Year twice by Mothers Against Drunk Driving
He's the cop from
and
that
State
skit
Police
that you took points away from before.
Do what?
He's the cop from that skit that you took points away from before.
Oh, that's true.
Officer of the Year in 2012. In 2017, News 13 caught up with LaFave after his 113th DWI arrest.
It's very 113 is all he had, and we're giving this man awards? Bruh!
He was state police too.
Legitimately,
That's all he do.
In a city where we had our name was Agtown because people would shoot each other over traffic. Like all the problematic things that people accuse the U.S. of being. That was the city of Arlington, Texas. We used to joke and call it the American Dream City because that's what they called themselves. There's like signs and stuff out there, but like we had. Bro, if I wasn't on scene for 100 to 200 DWIs a year, easy. In 1 year, easy. Maybe this is just for 1 year. Maybe. Bro. Yeah, I'm glad millennial too. He's like, bro, I know I've worked more than that. I'm pretty sure last time.
Yeah, but y'all got to do your paperwork to be called the king. You can't. You got to.
I guess you're right.
Yeah. Got to put that in with the state.
That's rookie numbers, Josh. Probably confirmed. That's just not. Like, I was very lucky. My RDWI unit probably saved me from like 85 to 90 a year. But those are the ones they saved me from. The rest I had to work. Or I was lucky I was the back. I don't know, dog.
Most of those were
I
just
definitely
blank.
drove fucked up more than 150 times. Blank
That was
being
just
the
blank
example.
coming into town.
Right. I have beef.
Very disheartening knowing that people continue to drink and drive, seeing all the commercials, seeing all the ads, seeing all the fatals, children in vehicles.
But now LaFave is on leave in connection to the investigation into what the feds are calling the DWI enterprise, where then Albuquerque defense attorney Thomas Clear III and paralegal Ricardo Rick Mendez conspired with police officers to miss hearings and get DWI cases dropped. The participating officers would then get money and gifts in return, and the accused drunk drivers would get to keep their licenses and escape conviction. Our News 13 team went through court records and found that since 2014, Clear was the defense attorney in 27 of LaFave's arrests, with 11, or 41% of them, getting dismissed.
I believe that DWI is a very serious thing. I don't think it's a funny thing.
Following the news, the Bernalillo County District Attorney added LaFave to the Giglio list, meaning he is not considered a credible witness in court. So far,
Giglio
the DA
list.
has dropped 2.
That's the Brady list, but for
Yeah,
dumb states,
but-
I guess. Flyover states, I guess.
The Gigolo list?
The Gigolo list. That's a real Sam Brown strap. Old school. Rico! Bro, I like where Dan's head's at. That I mean, it's 3 or more, you know?
230 cases involving officers implicated in the scheme. A spokesperson says they are now currently reviewing LaFave's cases. And in a statement tonight, State Police Chief Troy Weisler says any misconduct in their ranks will not be tolerated. And if it's found Sergeant LaFave's actions violated the law or policy, he will be dealt with swiftly and decisively. As for these billboards, NMDOT says officer
2-3 years.
Right.
Their participation is at discretion of New Mexico State Police, and that LaFave is not in any current NDWI material. Back to you.
All right.
Little Duck, what's going on, homie? Thank you for the gift and stuff.
So New Mexico, hit me up if y'all need to refilm some of those with better cops.
Stay boys in the highway. Doing better rest because they pay.
Get paid.
There it is. Yeah, I like to get paid. That's a better cadence.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How old you are, we will pull you out of this car.
I don't pay you.
Yes, ma'am.
No, I don't.
Oh, Alex
no,
Leach got
I
a
do
gift
not.
today.
Well, that's why
My
Gift to
dog.
the membership.
you're going to jail.
On January 26th,
He said, end Wisconsin. Y'all need to chill. This chat's out of pocket right now. It's a Tuesday stream. You're supposed to be on your good behavior here. Thursdays where we do the dumb stuff.
Yeah.
2025, officers conducted a traffic stop after observing a vehicle going 20 miles per hour over the speed limit.
Do what?
Because we're doing body cams, they think they can get away with it.
Yeah, that's true. So 20 over. It's an articulable offense. Got a good detention.
Yeah, agree to disagree.
Not in Texas, but anywhere else, yeah. It's like a city street.
Hello, Deputy Anderson of the Flagler County Sheriff's Office.
7-step approach.
Hey, listen, the reason why I'm pulling you over, you're doing 54 and a 35 on the overpass over there.
Okay. A 50 and a 30. I'm probably not stopping for that. But it is a good offense.
I was.
Yes, ma'am. That's almost 20 miles an hour over the speed limit.
On the bridge?
Yes, ma'am. It's 35 on the bridge.
I'm sorry.
All right. Do you have your license, registration, proof of insurance?
But I did stop at the stop sign, if you noticed.
Well, I wasn't worried about that. I was more worried about the almost 20 miles an hour over the speed limit.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm about a mile from home.
Where are you coming from?
From a friend's house.
Okay.
So what do you need?
Your license, your registration, and proof of insurance.
I don't believe I was going.
You can't make me.
Okay.
Roll up your windows.
You got me on that thing?
Yes, ma'am. I got a radar system in my car that's certified.
Sorry.
Good answer.
That looks like it. Are you the registered owner of the vehicle?
Absolutely. What does it say? Is that this vehicle? Hyundai?
The Hyundai 2025.
Okay.
You got a lot of cans in your back seat.
Well, they're not.
They're not yours.
Phoner's like, you wouldn't pull over for 20 over? He said, corrupt Jaws. No. I'll tell you what, though. You had an out brake light. Watch out. I stopped. Bro, I'd be in the middle of an arrest, and I'd be like, hold the phone. Go ahead and show me stopping. I hated that. You wore invisible missiles. I call them invisible. They're driving in the middle of the night with no headlights on. Every time, without fail, got stopped. I never ticketed
Or in the
for it.
rain.
Oh, dude. God. For me, it was the hazard lights randomly for no good reason. I was like, no,
yes.
no.
In the middle of the night, yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
No. You're getting stopped.
Dude, every freaking night I see that.
High beams, after number 3, that night that I took high beams to the eyeballs, you were getting stopped. You know what I did the whole time? The whole time. It was great. It was excellent. And I'm like, I can reasonably make this stop last 15 minutes.
What about those trucks with the obnoxiously bright LED headlights?
Same thing. I'd be like, hey, this is dangerous.
Because they're technically not the high
It's
beams,
not the high
but
beam. Doesn't matter. They need to
basically
be
the
pointed
same
in the right
thing.
direction. They need to be pointed towards the
it's
ground.
tall enough that you're doing the same thing.
Yeah. Every time.
Hated those.
Yours? Ma'am, I'm doing
Touching
an investigation.
so many taillights.
And you got open containers in the back seat of your car.
I don't have open containers. They're empty containers.
Okay, are they open?
That's open.
Are they containers?
I don't know.
They are
empty.
okay, but they are open. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Well, this lady would
All right,
be
hold tight, Joyce.
deceased if that airbag went off.
Ma'am, stay in the
So
car.
close to that.
Get back in the car. Huh? Reasonable enough for me to finish the traffic stop, so stay in the car.
Great
for me.
answer. I love this guy.
I understand that. As soon as you get back in the car, the faster I can finish this up. All right, Joyce.
Thank you.
Hang on a second.
Listen,
This is
I
your-
told you I had to go to the bathroom.
I understand that. So, listen.
What?
Have you been drinking tonight?
No. Not
Okay.
at all.
Okay. So,
Give me a ticket. Let me go home.
I'm going to ask you.
So if you're gonna, I got some advice from, and these were DWI officers, so I trust them, that if you're going to conduct a DWI investigation, do not issue the ticket. And the rationale was if they could beat the ticket, they can beat like the reason I had them detained, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So that the stop's still good. You're still going to articulate, hey, you were stopping for speed, but then they can't argue the ticket. The only thing they can talk about in discovery is going to be that, and they can't make any weird claims of fruit of the poisonous tree or whatever. But I don't mind the citation, whatever. But I do like this guy so far. He's crushing.
Step out of the vehicle.
No,
He is
I'm not
crushing.
stepping.
Yes, because
I
I'm
still
gonna,
make it.
I need you to step out of the vehicle.
Then
That's
go home
asking.
with me,
Word tell.
and I'll step out.
No, ma'am, I need you to step out of the vehicle here.
Word tell.
I'm not gonna.
Yes, ma'am. I'm only going to give you one more
Why
chance.
should I?
One more
Because
chance.
I'm going to do a
Look at this
DUI
guy.
investigation.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you pull me over for speeding. Give me a
Oh,
damn
he's
speeding
going to make-
ticket and let me go home.
Joyce, please don't do this. Just step out of the car.
Listen, I'm 81 years old.
I understand that,
She
Joyce.
MF'd him.
Joyce, step out of the car.
No, I'm not.
He's going to make.
He's telling me I gotta step out of the car.
Joyce, step out of
He's
the
got
car.
to make with a ticket in his hand.
Joyce, step out of
I'm
the car.
not stepping. If
Joyce,
you touch,
step out of the
hand.
I like that he's using one hand. So
I mean, if he uses two, he's gonna break her.
Right. So normally I'd have beef, but like, it is what it is. Put your flashlight up. You don't need it, and you can put this ticket there. It's really nice when you have like a pen. I'm using a little glass breaker here. You just stick the citation and their ID, like in the pen clip that's sticking out of your shirt. They work great, but it's fine.
Hand off
Yes,
of me.
ma'am. Step out of the car.
Get your
You just throw the
fucking
ticket in
hand
the
off.
car.
Joyce, step out of the car. Come on.
No,
There you go.
I'm not.
Come on.
Now make
Look
me.
at you. God
111. I got one resisting.
No, I'm not resisting,
Yes, ma'am.
mother. I'm not.
Step out of.
Roll me a back non-code. I have one resisting. Is what I'd say.
the car.
Listen, mother. You told me you pulled me over.
Don't stop it.
Oh, assault on a peace officer.
Oh.
There it is.
I don't know that I'd charge her for it, but
Eating concrete right now. Sweep the leg.
to be fair, and here's my caveat to this, is I did treat everybody fairly and evenly. And if it was appropriate conduct for one person, it was appropriate for the other. The only caveat I will give here is in the same way I'm not... if that's not 100% by the end of this... the same way I'm not body slamming an 8-year-old, I'm not body slamming an 87-year-old. But we're at the make phase, so I'm okay with some pulling here. But Joyce is getting after it. Joyce is a fiery one.
No, ma'am. Stop. Get out of the car.
No, I'm not. Listen. Get your hands off.
Step out of the car.
No, I'm not.
Yes, ma'am. Step out of the car.
No, I'm not stepping out of the goddamn car.
Step out of the car.
No, I'm
I'm not going to tell you again.
I don't give a fuck
Okay.
you tell me.
Come on.
Hard not to hurt me.
No. She's 82 years old.
I'm listen.
Leave
Hey,
me
stay over there. Stay over there.
Is somebody intervening?
Yeah. Emu said that's her grown son is nearby, so that's probably him.
That makes more sense. Spitters are quitters. Mustang, game respects game, and you're right.
I understand that. I'm also recording. Step over there.
He's already
Step
bruised.
over here.
No,
Stop.
get your hands
Ma'am,
off of me,
no.
mother.
Mom,
Look,
sit down.
I got somebody else here that's trying to stop me.
Mom, sit down.
no,
Yeah, that elevates things a lot. I'll be honest, because a grown man can't hurt you.
that's my son.
I understand that. Go sit in the car. Go sit in the car.
I'm not impeding you.
Pennsylvania v. Mims says you are. The other part of that, too, it's not Carroll Doctrine, there's another one, but basically it allows you to enforce like a boundary. I'd make him have a boundary. And you can say, just get in your car. You're a pedestrian or roadway at this point, which I can't articulate just that alone, but also interference. I'm having to deal with you as opposed to deal with this call. I think you got interference all day. Getting everybody arrested, Carter gets it.
I'm not impeding you whatsoever.
I'm giving you a lawful order to step
you got
away
20
from
on
over
the
here.
row. I'm just kidding.
I'm acting as journalism right now. It's a constitutionally protected private.
I mean, he's on the roadway.
yeah.
I'd be like, at least step on the grass. I can be that petty. If you're off that grass, you're going for resisting, or you're going for interference.
Okay, I'm conducting a DUI investigation, and I need you to go back to your car.
There you go.
There you
That's
go, look at
grass.
that.
Correct.
Yeah, get on the
That's
grass so I can
compliance.
tase you within policy.
Correct. Well, while in the process,
Juan gets it. You sly dog. You caught me. You sly dog. You knew where I was going.
I've been paying attention.
He knows where I was
only
going.
watched 12,000 of these by now.
He's got open containers in the back of her car. Listen.
Open cans. That's not my cans. I told you that.
These aren't my cans.
You pulled her over for speeding. Stop resisting. Listen, you've already hit me once. We're not doing this. I can arrest you right now for battery.
No, I can arrest you. You do.
No, step over here.
So assaultive resistance does allow you to do assaultive resistance back. It open hand smack. I'm not saying deck this lady, but I'm just saying it would be within policy. I don't advise it. Don't be smacking old ladies. I've had many a felonious assault attempts against me by old ladies, and I've been fine. Another good story time is the exorcism lady that we were waiting to. Oh, dude.
Was that the one that bit your taser?
Yeah. Thank God for taser placement on that one, too. Oh, that saved me some time.
Step in front of my car.
I'm not.
Mom, please. Come on.
Get your hands off.
Ma'am, come here. No, come on.
Get your hands off.
On your back. I understand that. I'm being careful.
No, you're not. You're not being careful.
Put your hands behind your back.
Yeah, you
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Listen, do me a favor. Sit down in the car.
You're currently interfering with my traffic stop.
For sure.
No.
Put your hands
Backup shows up, arrest him for interference. Right then and there. I'll do the paperwork. Just put cuffs on him.
behind your back.
No, I'm not. Leave me alone, mother. What?
He's now blocking traffic.
Sit down in the car.
I'm going to if he'll let me
I need you to go in front of my car.
No, I'm not.
You're going in front of my car.
No, I am not.
Can you please step out of the road so they can pass by?
No,
Yes, come step over here.
Get your hands off of me.
I'm being gentle as I can.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
My whole arm's going to be bruised tomorrow.
I understand
I'll
that.
take pictures of it.
Come on, I need you to step over here with me. Step her out of the car.
Oh, come on.
I do
like the hat. The felt hat is kind of a nice touch. The fact that she got back in the car is kind of
dumb.
Tell me no motherfucker, and she's not getting out of the car.
Look.
Yes, ma'am, I got it on video.
Bruce, I don't care what you got on video.
All right, listen,
I got it on video,
This is her
too.
son.
215 slow or the now.
He's slowing everybody else down. He's like, I think we can handle this. I don't need anybody on code for this. That's incredible.
I told you, let's go to my house.
She does kind of sound like a
no,
cartoon
ma'am, you're gonna
character.
step out of the car.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
You live right over there.
Listen. I don't need the commentary.
I'm not giving
Yeah, you do. Obviously.
Come on,
You're too
Interference.
No, do not turn your car on. Do not turn your car on. Ma'am, please, listen. I know you're not. Listen to me. You need to come with me.
No, I'm not going with you.
Ma'am, you need to come with me.
No, I'm not
Yes, you need to step out of the car.
Still make.
No,
Don't go.
no, give me your keys.
Shut up.
Nope, you're not going.
Just take him.
I don't give a
I'm trying to be as polite and as nice as possible.
you're
I'm
not.
not trying to
You're
hurt
being
you.
an
I need you.
asshole.
I'm
I
not.
told you to give me a goddamn speeding ticket, which is what you pulled me over for.
Ma'am.
This is
touch
the name
me
Josh
again.
there. This is fish and chips, but American style. These are handmade French fries done in an air fryer.
Ooh.
And then this is, I think they're tuna fillets. I don't remember what kind of fish this is, but it's
Tilapia, maybe?
No, it's not tilapia. Tilapia would make sense. Oh, what have I done? I
I
can't
don't know,
believe
dude.
you've done this.
What the
There you
hell?
go.
Josh is a Fed confirmed.
I want
Confirmed.
to go home.
Come on, step out of the car.
Live
I'm
on
stepping
camera.
out of the fucking car. Just leave me alone. Give me a goddamn speeding ticket.
I have your ticket right
She put
here.
her keys
But listen,
back in her car?
I understand that, but when I ask you to step out of the car, for case law, I have the ability to tell you to step out of the car, and you've resisted me, and you hit me. You hit me multiple times.
To tell me anything. I'm
comes
not
the
drunk.
scout.
I'm not
I didn't say
drunk.
that you're drunk. Step out of the car.
No, I'm not. Pull me over for speeding.
Called it.
I said, give me a speeding ticket. Okay, I got beer.
Oh, shout
cans
out
in
for
the back of my
blocking
car.
her in.
I'm not drunk. Now he wants me to go.
Well, trying to pull out of the car because she refused. She smacked my hand multiple times and then
Yeah,
pulled
you
away. She's
smacked-
been actively
Look,
resisting.
I got bruises.
We're gonna have resisting and battery on Leo.
Resisting,
He's got the fighting gloves on.
Ma'am, understand something. You're going to be charged with resisting
I don't give
with
a
violence. You,
Charge me
if
with
you're going to have that
resisting.
mentality, I don't care how old you are, we will pull you out of this car.
No, you won't.
Does she have any other medical conditions we should be aware of?
Absolutely, dude. She's 82.
What medical conditions
can't
does she
walk.
have?
She has, which makes her have to pee all the time.
Okay.
She has HIPAA?
How far away are you guys?
2 streets over.
Two streets over? Address?
Literally 2 streets over.
Were you in the car with her?
No, in my truck's right there. Listen, man, those beer cans are mine. From weeks earlier. I haven't cleaned her car out. It's my fault.
Okay.
But she literally can't drink. She takes. It would make her vomit.
Okay. Wouldn't mind, please, staying out of the road.
Jail. The fact that this guy is not in handcuffs, these deputies, tell you what, a city cop would, or a deputy in like a big jurisdiction. Try that in Tarrant County. Try that in Harris County. Volusia, good luck.
Harris County.
I don't want you getting hit. Hey, listen.
They just hit you with the car.
But we are not. We are past that point, sir.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
Makes her if she.
It doesn't matter. Listen. Her medical history doesn't change what currently happened. I will not argue with you. We have. I don't care. We have active charges on her right now. You need to understand. Keep your distance. We have a super. Right now, we have charges. All right.
For what? She pulled her over for speeding.
Listen, you stay on the side right there. Let us do our job. All right. We will answer your questions right now. I completely understand that. You can happily stand there and record all you want. Right now, let us do our thing. We will follow up with you once we're done here. I'm not. We're done talking.
I'm asking for a lieutenant.
We are done talking.
Listen, officer, what is your name and badge number?
Deputy Mankin with the Flat County Sheriff's Office, star number 967.
I told you
have
to give me a speeding ticket.
I know. I'm just
I
giving
don't
you the
even
ticket.
believe I was speeding. And then you come back and want me to step out of the f***ing car.
Yes, ma'am. And I have the right to do so. I have the right to do so. And because you're resisting to get out of the car.
How's the authority?
Right, I'm not resisting.
I've given you plenty of chance to step out of the car.
I'm not.
You have weapons on you.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Come on, man. Right now.
Okay. Mother.
Come on.
Careful.
Come on.
Mother.
Don't you dare try to do that.
I will try to do that.
You need a stop. Hey! Are you f***ing kidding me, dude?
Hey, where's that fucking ambulance? I need a fucking ambulance.
82 years old. It takes 3 people for 82 years
Yeah.
old.
So she should be grown enough to know better?
So it takes 3 people to do this and not hurt her. And I think a lot of people, I always kind of used to chuckle. We get yelled at a lot about this, especially with minors. But if like a 13-year-old kid, that I'm trying really hard, like I could snap his arm off, but I'm not trying to do that. Same thing. Could do a judo slam, but I'm not trying to be like that guy that body slammed the old guy, right?
70-year-old, yeah.
Trying to use reasonable force, but like after a while, even just simply applying enough grip strength can cause injury, especially when we talk about small people, right? So this is 3 officers making sure she doesn't get taken to the ground and they have full control over her and all that. Conversely, being 82 years old is not an affirmative defense to prosecution. Still drunk, still behind the wheel, still open container.
Trying to kick me. Get me a goddamn ambulance, motherfucker. You me up. Totally.
50 double.
Got it, too. I got it.
Shut up, Corey. Shut the f*** up. Oh, you're good, motherfucker. You're good. I'm f***ing not good. I'm not good.
You start yourself another charge.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's great.
Charge me, Minnie. Charge me, Minnie.
All right, let's go.
No. Wait. Are you kidding me? I need an ambulance.
We got one coming.
Okay, good. I'm not getting in there till they come. Pull me over for goddamn speed. Go. Jesus Christ.
Are you bleeding?
Yes. I'm bleeding. Motherfucker.
Because she pulled away.
Did you not want the paramedics to check you out?
I did.
She wants to go to the hospital, so we're just.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, get into the car then.
Here?
Battery on a police officer.
Be proud of yourself, officer.
I'm proud of you. Thank you for your service.
No,
I have to.
she'll do it.
The woman was charged with resisting arrest with violence, battery on a police officer, and aggravated assault on a police officer. The aggravated assault charge stemmed from her actions as officers attempted to remove her from her vehicle. She gripped her keys like a knife and forcefully swung them at an officer's face and throat area. Share your thoughts below.
I'll do it. So I'm guessing they didn't have, because they weren't able to do SFSTs or anything like that. They don't have the
You could go with
DWI.
that. You could go on like implied consent, her refusal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not implied if you're knocked out, you're unconscious, but her refusal, you would just add to the warrant. Open container. Same things I would use to escalate to SFSTs. Her refusal, sometimes too, like it's just not safe or they don't qualify.
Mm-hmm.
Having a head injury, have a history of it. You skip all that. You have to put it in your warrant. You're going to have to get a warrant for blood, but you just get a warrant. There's a way to do it. It's a pain in the butt. And some judge is going to be like, for real, for real? And you're going to be like, yes, for real, for real. I can articulate. She's combative. Had charged with a bunch of other stuff. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. This person's fighting you. You're not going to be able to subject them to SFSTs. But you better have a rationale and documentation for everything else. Alex, I think you'd be lucky to get HGN. You couldn't conduct a full HGN test. You could probably see nystagmus. You might see like resting nystagmus, but without a disqualifier, it'd be hard. But good on them. I'm glad they stuck to their guns. I'm just trying to see if this is municipal or not. Okay, good look at this patch here.
Get your hand off of me.
How you feeling?
This is sheriff. Okay, it's deputized. I'll give him 10. Oh, that's just not changing their score. There you go. I'm not mad about that. We're getting a lot of body cams.
Police officers were called to the Hilton Garden Hotel in Atlanta, Georgia on March 13, 2021 to remove a woman who refused to leave her hotel room after her designated checkout time. She started screaming and arguing when officers knocked on her door and informed her that she had overstayed and it was time to go.
I'll take you to 100. Disregard the vehicle.
Hello?
I'll be out in 10 minutes.
You don't have 10 minutes.
Oh, 5 minutes?
You got about 2 minutes.
Okay.
Get your stuff and get out.
Okay.
That's pretty reasonable. It was very cool of him. He didn't have to. But Chadwick...
full screen.
Oh, Chadwick did give 2 minutes, which is a reasonable amount of time to get your stuff together. She's effectively criminal trespass right now in a place where she no longer has authority to be.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes.
Sorry, I took a shower. That's why I'm naked. No, please don't.
Okay.
I'm getting dressed. That's
They've
why.
already asked you to leave, so hurry up.
Did we give points for that last video?
Hurry up.
Okay, good. I wasn't paying attention.
Yes, ma'am. Hurry up.
Someone was being inappropriate in
I'm getting
chat.
dressed. That's why I'm naked. Okay, I'll be right out.
Also, welcome, Flyboy. They just finished watching
Let's
the
go.
Rookie episode.
I'm wearing my pants, sir. 1 second.
Okay, it doesn't take that long to get dressed. Put some clothes on and let's go.
No, I'm literally doing everything.
You don't have time to do everything. Put some clothes on.
I'm sorry. I will be on for a second.
Okay, hurry up.
And I'm on the phone with my boyfriend. What's your name, sir?
Fikes.
Okay.
Okay, I need you to hurry up.
I'm sorry. I'm getting. Hold on, sir.
You're dressed, so I need you out. Let's go.
am. You do not need to stare at me, though. Hold on. Let me talk.
Nobody's staring at you. I need you out.
Hello, baby. There's like an officer right there that's staring me down. His name is Officer what?
Fikes, get your stuff and get out.
Looking at me. He's looking at me really weird. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's actually staring me down, bro.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you one more time to get your stuff and get out, or you're gonna go to jail.
I'm gonna go to jail for what?
Disorderly conduct. Now get your stuff.
Criminal trespass. I'm not saying disorderly conduct wouldn't fit, but she's in a place where she's not supposed to be. There's controlled access in the door, right? Even though she has access and a key card, I would have asked hotel staff to go and issue the criminal trespass warning. She's not allowed to come back. Do it for a week. I don't care how long you do it. Now you're knowingly and intentionally in a place you're not supposed to be and refusing to leave. Go criminal trespass. I don't like just doing disorderly because who is she breaching of peace? Like, who is she disturbing? But she is dragging it out. He was cool to be patient, but I think the time is now.
Do you want to go to jail?
Are you fucking shitting me?
Get your stuff and let's go.
Hold on, baby. Listen. You heard that? Alright, hold on. No, you're fine, sir. Officer fucking Fikes.
Get your stuff.
Got a walk on the right. What the fuck? That is my fucking ghetto, bro.
She might be
This is all
high.
ghetto fucking shit, bro. What the fuck?
That might be why she's being kind of
Are you shitting me? What the fuck? Yo. 40 on 26.
Still being
I need
cool.
your ID.
For what?
Because you're going to be issued a criminal trespass warning, so you can't come back here.
I don't fucking care about coming back here.
Okay,
but you
but I
don't
need
need
your
my
ID.
ID because you're not gonna.
You should be able to get the ID from the hotel staff because this is going to become problematic, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is a smooth way. Your boy was a smooth operator. Where I was lying, let's be honest. But I'd be like, hey, I got to do a report and I'm just going to list everybody that was here. You're not in any trouble, but I just need your ID to verify who you are. They typically didn't have IDs, so I'd say, well, can you just give me your name and date of birth? We'd go from there to try to get some information to at least start off with. If they failed to ID or whatever on the back end, fine, but let's start somewhere with like a basis where you might have it. If you're already confrontational, I think a lot of officers run into this issue where they demand stuff and just expect to get it. You're just not. It's fine. It's nothing wrong on what he's doing, but it might be a little bit more effective of a way to get that information.
Arrest me and I'm fucking leaving.
I am going to get your ID so that I can do my report for your criminal trespass.
Get my ID from the front.
Nope.
Finally got the authority to shut you down every day. You're my fucking rights. You shitting me?
Does make you happy?
Thank you! Fucking thank you!
I want to get your ID.
God damn it! God damn it! I have to beg you to wear a
Be saying the Lord's name in vain.
fucking mask.
Now let me get your ID.
Shitting me. Yeah, I know you're trying to fucking be, but I fucking take you. It's love. This is taking this love, bro.
That's an interesting thought. What a pin millennials comment here.
Oh, it's very good. I was actually reading it. I do think that makes a lot of sense. I think a lot of times, especially, I had Dallas Cowboy Stadium, which was like a huge attractor of big events. So everything from Taylor Swift concerts all the way to PBR. And so we got a lot of human trafficking that would come in through that. So like the Sheridan, we had a Hilton. We had a Hilton Garden Inn as well. So we had a bunch of different places, right, where you'd run into this. This is kind of why I'm saying almost always, even if you know what the end result's going to be of your interaction, try to be a smooth operator. You know, try to talk your way into earning a little bit of trust. Even if you fully expect to just kick this lady out and all you want to do is get out of the room, be cool, but be firm about certain boundaries. Like, I get it that like she doesn't want you in the door, but it's like, look, I have to, I can't, I'm sorry. Like you can approach it a little differently. I'm not saying it's required. I'm not saying what he's doing is illegal. You just can, in the off chance that, let's just say this lady is being trafficked and is maybe a little bit high and maybe this is a bigger issue than you realize, you can kind of at least get, because if he could run her, ask dispatch or ask CIC, like, hey, is she associated with any, calls lately or whatever? Ask who paid for the room. Like, while you're kind of in this weird middling area, it's also why it's nice to have a backup officer, because you can have them do that for you. Who is in the room? Who's it registered to? I want the credit card information, because I can start doing the same thing and running these people and figure out, are they associated with a car? Did we have any other calls? Sometimes there's just nothing, but it is a good idea.
Disgusting.
Okay, this is what I got put in jail for in the first place. You backed up.
I do think.
I need your ID as well. Before you walk out of this room, I need your ID.
That's fine, I'll give you mine. So I can match.
He's been very patient.
Alright, and I'll have your badge.
He said Chadwick for patient.
I'll be more than happy to give you a card when we get downstairs.
Oh.
I don't want you back in this hotel.
I don't give a fuck about this hotel. Excuse me, do you think this is right?
Let me have your ID.
About 2 seconds to hand over that ID. I'm breaking out my handcuffs.
I already told her she's getting ready to go to jail.
For what? For what?
You're making this a lot worse than it's got to be.
Why am I being criminally trespassed though?
Because they don't want you in this hotel. That's the third time I told you that.
What I do wrong?
You didn't check out on time, number one. Okay, give me your ID.
Number one,
Listen,
what's number two?
I'm gonna tell you
Give
one
my
more
ID.
time.
Sir, give my ID, but what's number two? What did I fucking do
Good
wrong?
snatch.
Let's go.
Nice.
Let's go.
What did I do wrong? What else did I do fucking wrong?
Leave the hotel room, or I'm gonna let you leave the
That's
handcuffs.
crazy. I've never.
I don't care what you're cleaning things.
Let's
Let's go.
move. I know.
I'm
There's
trying to.
COVID around,
Okay, don't do
bro.
yourself.
Don't fucking get around me. Ew. I'm not from this country and I'm not fucking here. This is retarded. Bro. There's COVID around.
This way.
Please, 6 feet, please.
Okay, I'll walk 6 feet behind you.
All right, perfect. All right, excuse me. Excuse me. My fucking mask is right here, but the fact that you guys have mask on is fucking great. But right now, fuck the right.
Why?
Fuck right now. I have a fucking mask on. I have a mask right here.
Stop
What are
cussing.
you talking about? Why can't I fucking cuss?
Because there's other people around.
Now, her cussing in a really open place like this, where there's potentially kids, at least in southern states, on the Bible Belt here, there are specific things where if you're cussing or saying something that could be considered obscene or profane around kids, that does fall well under it's a disturbing the peace or breach of peace or disorderly conduct. He did a couple names there.
Fucking speak. Oh, okay. Oh,
Let go. Let go. I've had enough. Let go.
Sir. Okay,
You're under arrest.
I'm
You're under arrest.
I'm sorry. Okay, excuse me. Excuse me.
Stop.
Oh my God.
Stop resisting. Put your hand behind your back.
Oh my God.
Put your hand
Oh
behind
my
your
God.
back.
I'm sorry. Oh my God. Oh my
Listen,
God.
you would make this a lot easier, okay, if you would just listen to instructions. But instead, you want to mouth off and cuss after we told you not to. You don't want to leave the hotel room you've been ordered to, so now you made this a lot harder than it's got to be.
If you're taking him to jail, maybe for life. I get it. I'd be annoyed too.
All you had to do was leave.
How you gonna take the purse?
I'm sorry.
No, normally they have latches on them. Those metal, you can take a thing off.
You had how many
What can I do? Well, what can I do?
Go to jail. Post the bond.
I'm sorry.
Nope.
Well, I can't.
No. Run in your mouth? No.
No,
that's not my problem. That's not my problem. You're not getting arrested.
Okay.
Let's go.
It's a lot to book into property, man.
Yep. All we want to do is make a leave.
Anyone got duct tape? Danny, chill.
Alex, there were multiple people there before.
Do what?
Well, Alex Meach is saying as of now an empty hallway, but there were people down the hallway.
I didn't
when
even matter.
you mentioned
Within even the doors.
within your shot. I'm just saying, like they were visible in the camera down the hallway. Like
even better.
There were at least two.
All
One
the
of
people
which looked short could have been a child.
Sitting behind the peepholes, watching from the front row seat. Everybody is currently vacuuming their front yard for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Every time it's something public like this, dude.
Having their peace disturbed.
It was the worst.
Not my problem. Whose fault that is now? Yours. You've done this to yourself.
What do I have to do to post a bond or something?
Pay money. That's what you got to do.
How much do I have to pay?
Robot cops are the best in this scenario. What?
I was gonna say the way he's phrasing that makes it sound like give me a bribe. I would caution about how you phrase the pay money.
Yeah, part of also like when he said I've had enough and then went hands on to go arrest her. Again, as annoying as it is, I'm team bring back robot cops. The articulation's like clearly you have no intention of complying with lawful orders. We're gonna go. You know. But in that case, the arrest would have happened a lot earlier, in my personal opinion. Once she's like actually walking out, she looks like she's complying. You technically got her ID, even though you had to snatch it. You're getting some compliance there, so.
However the judge says.
I have to wait for a judge?
Yep.
So I can't go home tomorrow?
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
You should not have 20 minutes ago. I tried to get out peacefully.
It's coming out really, you're being mean.
This is also really indicative
I'm sorry.
of borderline personality disorder. I'm not saying she has that, but this wild shift in her demeanor from like crazy confrontational to like, and mind you, it could also just be a female being crafty because females be like that, yo. Taught at a really young age that once they don't go their way and they feel powerless, this is the only way to get power. It's a lot of social dynamics and all this kind of stuff. Same thing when you're dealing with like an abuser. Put an abuser in a position of power when you're talking to them, and they will likely be a lot more honest. Put them in a position where they don't have any, especially when you're trying to extract information. They're going to be
fight you.
They're going to fight you the whole time. And so it's like, this is where lying or the field craft of doing interviews, I could do a college class on. There's a whole way of going about doing it, but like nothing they're doing is unlawful. It just lacks
finesse.
And finesse, yes.
Oh, there you go.
See this?
Yeah, I know.
Body cameras.
Yeah.
The whole way you've been acting this whole time will be played in court. Okay?
Wow, I don't know.
You going out?
Yes, lobby.
Oh, okay.
Good on him. Don't ever escort. I literally used to stick people in the corner. Last thing you want is for your detainee to kick, punch, or spit on somebody else. One, it's another charge, which sucks. Another victim, which sucks. But also, it's your responsibility. Good on him.
Sorry, my hand, please.
We'll double check once we.
Both hands behind your back. You understand?
Female deputy is going to give you a very thorough search, so if you have anything on you now and you know about, now's the time to pull it out.
This is deputy
police.
police.
I just have to ask.
I have nothing.
Rat Josh.
Than 1 ounce.
Oh, here we go.
Small amount of marijuana for disorderly conduct and obstruction of law enforcement officers.
Okay.
While searching her purse, officers found a small amount of marijuana, and she was also charged with possession of marijuana less than 1 ounce.
Good on gloves. Can we get this seminar on the Discord? Hey, you know what? I'll probably organize something like that. We'll do practicals. I'll have to do it with someone like Blank, who's just going to be a pain in the ass. But or basically we kind of demonstrate behaviors and there's actually a really good channel. God, what is it called? It's got a little wolf face on it. It's like yelling, but he does
yeah,
really good job of breaking down a lot of what I'm discussing here. And it works. Interrogation techniques, and people think interrogation.
It's like EWU, engage with us or something like that.
Yeah. But they think of like the little like James Bond scenario where you're strapped to a chair and there's a white light. It doesn't work. It just simply, that type of interrogation is typically very poor at extracting good, actionable information. Especially as a police officer, I'm trying to determine the truth here. And so you have to kind of go from one foot to the other.
Channels.
Yeah, it's hard. EWU? EWU.
Called, yeah, EWU, Explore with Us.
There it is. Thank you. Explore with Us.
They've
yes.
they've got like
Great
a
channel.
Portuguese, they've got a German channel. They got a ton of channels. Shout out.
Not Dust,
EWU?
Mando.
I always remember it because it makes me think of Emu.
Yeah.
That's the upside down M.
Oh, trolleys. No. One of them. I'll give half points to both here. I mean, this was technically a good arrest. It took them a little bit of time, but I'd rather go slow and know what you got than be like that one chick that's like, what can I charge her with? Like, bro, she's already in your car. Like, what do you mean? What can I charge her with? Don't be that guy.
EWU?
Oh, this bit of idiot. This, whatever. We'll watch it.
Scream like a little girl and pee myself. Go back with the glove.
Soft.
Hey, my name is Jeff Nicholas. I'm the founder of Compliant Technologies, and we're here with Deputy Brobrecht.
I should have found this. I think these guys were at SHOT Show.
They were. This is from SHOT Show, I'm pretty
Is this-
sure.
I don't recognize the ceiling.
Oh, wait, no, you know what? You're right. I thought this was like one of the Julius Caesar Palace areas.
Yeah. So one of two
I
things.
bet they were there, though.
And I don't know how this thing gets activated, but I would be nervous about negligently discharging this, only because it's not like a traditional trigger and safety mechanism like what you got with a taser. And I could see where when you have both hands on them, you can like create the circuit, right? But if you don't have a very broad spread on them, you're not really getting you're not getting enough to get the neuromuscular interference or whatever it's called. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
The Oklahoma County
It's just
Sheriff's
pain
Department.
compliance, right?
So
it's just
today we're going to do a demonstration
They
of
were
what we
SHOT
call
Show 2023,
CD3
so not
technology.
this year.
CD3 stands for Conductive Distraction and De-Escalation Device. It's technology that most agencies can now use in soft empty hand control to de-escalate situations. Dan has got a pair of gloves on. We're going to do a demonstration. We're just going to act maybe like he's an individual. So when Dan grabs Deputy Brobrecht with the glove,
Weak.
Soft.
in real life,
Paid actor.
we would follow him all the way to the ground. We would make sure he got cuffed up. How do you feel?
Fantastic.
So what did it feel like when the glove grabbed you?
I had no control. I tried to pull away. There was just nothing there.
So based upon that information, would you want to fight the officer?
No way.
The deputy?
Yes.
No way.
Okay.
No way.
Would you
100%.
want to reach in and grab anything off an officer or deputy's belt?
I wouldn't be able to.
Right. Yep. So it's a great tool for weapons retention. People trying to get anything off my belt or out of my hands. It's also great for weapons transition. When Dan has the gloves on, he's able to transition to all the tools within his belt.
Not well. I would challenge anybody to try to shoot just as well with or without a glove on, just in general. Not to mention one that's got like probes and stuff. There's also, again, like I don't know how he's triggering it on and triggering it off, right? Like, let's say your
If it's
hand
just
gets,
like a pressure thing.
right, and let's say your hand gets stuck, or like let's say like you can't just turn it off, right? Now, maybe for a single officer, like you're stuck by yourself, maybe, but you still got to put the thing on, and it's not going to be quick to deploy, which is fine because you have time. Just like less lethals are not quick to deploy, right? I'm not saying it doesn't hurt. I bet it hurts a lot, but like pain, so does OC. You know, OC's not going to get somebody into handcuffs.
Yeah.
I call Cap.
Frag was asking if we've seen these before, and we did watch a video a while back that was the
jail.
That was a
trial.
jail. Yeah, a jail that was trying it. And I think we roasted it the exact same way.
Dumb.
Here we go.
This was the shocking.
Ends use of electric taser gloves pending an investigation. I think that was the one we watched because they basically tried to use it on a guy. He did not do what this guy did. He actually fought because you can still fight when your muscles aren't locked up. It ended badly.
Yep. Indianapolis police too afraid to arrest man who.
Also,
shot.
I think he ended up getting a fellow officer with him while they were struggling with this
That's
dude.
right. Yeah.
It was a big mess because the dude literally and I'm watching it right now. The dude literally gets away. Here, I'll say it's 40 seconds long, Josh. I'm gonna pull it up.
Okay.
So we can see these in actual action and why.
Squirtle goes, check the oil. Now we'll say
that would work.
Checking the oil with a spicy glove like that would be an attitude adjuster. You said it to me.
Yeah, I did.
Oh my goodness. He said, "Now check the oil." Oh, here we go. We get to see this thing in action.
Yeah, worked so great. Everybody ran away.
Let's see. Here we go.
The Bullitt County jailer says the jail is no longer using the electric gloves that were the focus of a WDRB Investigate story. Jailer Brian Whitaker tells WDRB News what he calls taser gloves are not being used while the jail undergoes a review of all policies and procedures. The gloves are marketed to law enforcement agencies as a non-lethal alternative and generate a low voltage shock. WDRB revealed a case in September where jail investigators say a jail employee used excessive force by using the gloves on an inmate who was handcuffed and shackled. The jailer is still allowing the use of regular tasers.
Yeah, I don't know that I got, because I mean it's effectively a taser is what it is. I don't know that I got the.
It's a dry stun, right?
It's a dry stun, yeah. I can kind of see if the policies you're not dry stunning people in handcuffs. We didn't do it as a policy, so that kind of that actually makes sense because that would be outside of policy. But I didn't see anything egregious there. The guy was being combative. I guess they're trying to keep the guy in the. This is kind of where we go back to.
I think when we watched the longer version, it was a little more egregious in terms of them not being able to get any kind of control stuff. But
yes, it's dry stun gloves.
Yeah. As far as like my criticism of it is just like, if you'll notice, if you actually watch the dude that is both handcuffed and shackled, they have zero control over him at any point in this, despite using these gloves that supposedly will make him pee himself.
Right.
Like I don't
He fought
see
through
the
it pretty
usefulness
well.
of them
Yeah.
aside from
causing a bunch
like
of
at
pain.
that point, just you might as well punch him because you're doing the same thing and it's having the exact same effect of just making him mad.
No kidding.
Moment caught on camera. Video obtained by our NBC affiliate KARE 11 shows David Matori trimming a tree outside his Minneapolis home Wednesday when, according to court documents, a bullet was fired from his neighbor's upstairs window.
The bullet went down through my neck and then all the way back to my spine.
Matori told NBC affiliate KARE 11 he's also recovering from broken ribs and a concussion. Adding, the last 11 months since he and his wife moved in, they've been living a nightmare next door to John Shawshack. Court documents show the victim called police 19 times prior to the shooting for incidents including harassment, hate speech, and verbal threats. It also says Shawshack suffers from mental illness. Shawshack has been charged with attempted murder, but he is not in jail. Police allowing him to stay in his home because they say he's a threat to himself and others.
The likelihood of an armed, violent confrontation where we may have to use deadly force with the suspect in this case is high.
That excuse sparked.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, worse.
That's your job?
Do you not have like SWAT?
Yeah, bro. But imagine if he bounced the check.
Oh, dude, he bounced it. You don't pay them taxes. Enjoy prison.
Start selling some loose cigarettes somewhere. Good God.
So I'm gonna get on a soapbox for 2 whole seconds, and I'll jump right back off. CLEA did this to law enforcement, and for those of you that are in the know, CLEA was a push to it was a ill-guided push, but basically the chiefs of police departments around the world kind of got together and were like, hey, we need to change policing standards. And part of that was very similar to some of the pushes to a very different effect that you saw like the corporate world, where they tried to, and to some degree it was a good thing, right? You less hazing, probably less predatory hiring practices and stuff like that. The problem is they became what every HR department would call risk adverse. And though it's a good thing, policy's designed to be risk adverse. We're trying to minimize liability. There eventually comes a point where you just got to go get a bad person that's doing bad things. Shooting your neighbor, minding his own business, is a bad thing. That is an objectively dangerous thing. We talked about the San Diego thing where the guy's running around with a gun in the middle. It's like, dog, like he's already robbed people. Does he have to rob somebody else before you step in? And you owe it to say you don't get to go fight the evil you don't think is there. You know what I mean? You don't get the thin blue line it if you don't take on the liability of having to take high risk operations like that. They're on patrol all the time. Not SWAT. It's just hey, exigencies there, we got to go. You join the Discord, you get to see that happening. But there's just times where, hey, we could totally screw this up because I'm only at so much level of training, so much level of experience, but it's either me or nobody that goes to go help a taxpayer that said, hey, the government said that they were going to protect me from harm, right? Their job is to go step up and do it. And it's going to be messy. And there's going to be, again, jackasses like me on the internet. They're going to go talk about it and civil attorneys and all that kind of stuff. But I don't like what it did to the profession because it encouraged this. They're going to, where he's allowed to, with a straight face, say, well, we might have to get into a shooting with the guy. Yeah, so we're just going to
be dangerous for our officers.
And that's the issue. It's like, I really do believe that your job is to put yourself in harm's way so others don't have to. Because guess what? That's what they're paying you to do. That's why you get qualified immunity. That's why you get the vest and the extra. You do have rights other people don't have. You get to carry in bars and stuff like that. You get to go kick in people's doors, you know?
You're in Minneapolis. You have a SWAT team.
Right.
I'm sure you've got the big old Bearcats. You got like 30 shields.
I just read Squirtle's code. That's true. And there's less sketchy ways of doing it. There's CS gas is an easy way to do it. There's ways to do it that are posing less risk to law enforcement, but like you can't pose none. Your excuse can't be it's too risky. Okay, let's just leave it up to the public. Yeah, I don't know. I have beef with that response.
Sparking community outrage.
We have to take violent criminals off the street.
Agreed.
So I'm not a police officer. I don't know how that gets done, but I know it needs to get done.
Police say Shawshack rarely leaves his home, and the department has not set an arrest date.
We are not going to bust the door down, guns blazing, and get into a deadly force situation. But we will ensure the community will be safe.
Is this Minneapolis?
Gonna put like a box over his house so he can't get out?
Right? Something. Barricade, something.
At least.
It is the chief making that stance. I'm sure there's plenty of guys that work there that are like, can we please? And he's like, no. I've been there, done that. Had that situation a handful. That propane tank guy shot a shotgun off the porch and threatened to burn down the whole apartment complex, the propane tank. They're like, well, that's a class A misdemeanor. So SWAT's like, we're not going to show up. And we're like, cool. So glad I pointed a gun at a bunch of people and shut down an apartment complex for 4 hours just to leave. It was a good time. Also tased the guy twice. Like once it failed, we got another shot at it. It failed again because like he fell over, but then like scurried back into his apartment. And we know he has a shotgun, so nobody was wanting to like do the barrel run because the way his apartment was kind of perfect for defense. It was a single staircase up, and you had to walk like a good. Like it was narrow. It was just narrow enough.
I know the style. Yeah, where it's just like single staircase up, and you got to do a little turn, and then it's like narrow hall. Yeah,
it would have been a shooting gallery for the guy in there, and he's in like a dark, hidden room, and you're in a fully lit balcony where he could just put in work. But yeah, anyway, touch the door. Oh my god!
Should have used the shot gloves.
Right, shot gloves would have done it. And you know what? I'm going to give props to society. Asking more out of your police agencies. They should have. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Or he says he feels the
Minneapolis just went from one end all the way to the other.
Right?
Just like we don't understand what you want us to do. It's like somewhere in the middle, maybe.
Somewhere in the middle.
Is that good?
Somewhere in the middle.
Minneapolis Police Department. This.
God, dude, I can't with that dog.
There's a cow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a whole cow right there.
Free my brother. Free the cow.
Free my boy.
Oh, he's trying to merge onto the highway.
That's hilarious. Bill's done this before. I have not. Where's a cowboy when you need him?
There's a cow.
Utterly ridiculous.
Stop. This is, you know what? For keeping the community safe. Here we go. I'll give y'all 5.
Here you go.
Oh,
you got beef.
Stop.
Jackie dressed up in an orange jumpsuit for a Halloween party in downtown Dallas, Texas, and managed to find an on-duty police officer who let her put him in handcuffs.
There are shootings there like nightly.
That's a write-up for show.
And now we're just like
suspension coming. He gets it.
Wondering when's the wedding.
Suspended from the bed.
Jackie
maybe.
dressed up in an orange jumpsuit for a Halloween party in downtown Dallas, Texas, and managed to find an on-duty police.
Bro. But Ema's not worth it, dog.
He fixed her, okay?
DPD. I hope he did. I mean, like, my boy's getting days off, my friend. Like, ooh, I hope fixing happened. My dog.
Right now, I'm
Shout out
standing
Dallas.
in broken glass and
This
rubble,
is why
and
they
just
couldn't
check out.
respond when my wife's grandpa's truck got stolen. They were
Right?
gonna do that.
Or a sign, a hitter. Like, bro.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Dallas ain't got nothing better going on.
Bro, it's down so bad.
Oh, DJ said +10 for good boys. I'll allow it for the cow.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about that. You know what? I bless it.
Community outreach.
Out this sign next to me, you can see the parking sign is torched. One even fell to the ground, and police tape is still up surrounding the burnt trees. This is right by apartments and the complex's pool, and this is where the police chase ended, with the suspect's car exploding and a deputy's car catching fire.
Whoa.
Go ahead and show me 10-8, 10-7. I don't want anything to do with this.
Oh my God.
It's actually like the most wild thing I've ever witnessed.
A police chase in Prescott ended in multiple explosions right by
What kind of
homes.
car was it?
Investigators say a man set his
3
car on
Teslas.
fire, and the flames spread to a sheriff deputy's car and nearby trees.
I heard the tires popping from the heat. I heard ammunition going off from the heat. It was just crazy.
This all started around 4:15 Wednesday afternoon when police say they tried to arrest 70-year-old James Crespo.
These old people, dog, they're felonious
Damn.
old folks, man. They've had enough.
The Glendale man was wanted on felony charges related to drugs and guns, and he had a history of running from law enforcement. Prescott police say
OG.
Crespo was threatening to blow people up.
I saw the look in the policeman's.
Where did they find this guy? Who are
Strip
you?
club. Faces, and they looked really kind of scared, to be honest.
The confrontation started on Thumbview Road when officers tried to pull him over, but he refused to stop. Police set out spike strips, and as Crespo approached them, police say he held a lit blowtorch out of his window and ignored commands.
I would never expect to see that in Prescott.
Detectives say he drove over the spikes and into a neighborhood where he rammed into a police car. After that, Crespo's car exploded. Somehow, he made it out alive with a propane tank and blowtorch in hand.
When the biggest explosion happened, it was like a
Boomer went
shockwave.
boom.
You could feel all the heat from it. There was pieces of whatever coming out of the
his name.
sky. One landed on one of the cop cars.
I guess I am a little angry, obviously, that he did our lives in danger like that. That's pretty selfish.
Crespo was taken into custody and they are evacuated to a Phoenix hospital. No one else was hurt.
I can't even believe he's alive right now. Well, thank God. The first responders were heroes last night.
Where's society? Who let this man out of their basement? Oh, that's too many. Hold on.
Oh, damn.
That's too many.
Alright.
That's a little too punitive. Sorry. I guess shout out
What are you talking about? Who let him out? He's in Congress, dude.
You're probably right. You're probably right.
Those are our fearless leaders.
Across towards you, trying to carjack somebody.
I'm gonna mute that because we're probably gonna get in trouble for that one.
Yeah.
My boy. He's holding on. Oh, I thought he was gonna pit. Bro, I tell you what.
There it is.
Oh, my boy got the Control-Alt-Delete.
Mm-hmm.
Got put back to factory settings. What a wild dude. I tell you what, young people. I tell you what, I'd feel bad for the person that did this to my wife's car. Because she'd be like, like 30 miles per hour. You know what I mean? Boop. Just
I would try to peel him off with that lamppost.
No, because you mess up your car. You know,
Well, no.
Worst she does is mess up.
It and you go,
worst she does mess
Also,
up a window.
Insurance takes care of it.
I guess you're right. Yes, indeed, wasted.
Maybe
you know
not in my Explorer. Maybe in
That's what I'm
Megan's
saying.
car.
That's what I'm saying, Doug.
Megan's car needs to
just die.
Get wrecked a little bit. It needs to get
man.
insuranced.
We're gonna give some points to society for being based. I think this was PD. I'll only give 5 for that.
Buxom said, "Young people, old people, only ones not getting it arrest millennials. It's because we don't leave the house.
Yep,
we need to be out there doing things.
Too busy paying all them taxes. Dog,
right.
y'all are killing me with tax.
Too busy supporting both boomers and Gen Z.
Bro, I owed like $1K this year. It was not a good time, but it's okay.
You don't even want to know how much I owed.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I'm on a payment plan.
Yeah.
I'm self-employed. I'm on a payment plan.
I tell you what, I was talking to Kinsey about it. I was like, we could do quarterlies. I feel like I'd be more on top of it if I did that, and it just wouldn't hit me all at once.
I got to start doing that.
What you're looking at is the first and currently only gray New York State police car.
I don't hate it.
I kind of like it.
It kind of gives me like a Fargo vibe, you know,
Mhm.
like. But I don't mind this. The yellow kind of makes it obvious that it's a police car.
Mm-hmm.
But the grays.
I like that gray.
That's a nice cloud. That's a nice cloud.
It doesn't look like much, but
Right now, I think it's going to grow on you. It's growing on me.
if this looks familiar, it's because it is. This gray color was painted on patrol cars.
This is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
We need to get one of those. I wonder if I can Facebook Marketplace it.
I want to adopt one. Oh, get an OnlyCops one?
Yeah, I'll get an OnlyCops one. We'll stick our decal on the side.
That'd be kind of based.
Run skits with it.
A little Studebaker or whatever the hell this thing is.
Do some scenarios.
For more than
Scenario-based trading
40
with it.
years, beginning in the 1950s.
It wasn't until 1983 that we decided to go with this blue and
Use
gold.
because it's PR. It's good PR for the department.
I'll tell you what, this Caprice is kind of hot though.
We'll
I'd
go
rock
one
one
of
of
those, too.
these. I'd rock one of
Oh,
these.
and then we'll race them.
Oh, well, this thing would smoke.
We'll do our own Top Gear.
Yeah. This thing would smoke that thing.
Sergeant Jack Keller says the idea to transition the fleet
like the purple
goes
tie.
back to tradition.
We wear gray uniform, right? So, and something that maybe people aren't familiar with is that
I'm going to stop him there because tradition is the dumbest excuse for anything. Legitimately. That means we don't have a good reason. We're just doing it because it's been done before. Dumb.
Well, we got a new chief, and he needs to make a statement.
Yeah.
So he's just painting all the cars.
State boys. You know what? I'm going to leave it alone. I took and gave points for that. I do think they look good, but tradition's a dumb reason. Dumb. Oh, look at this. This is
Oh, this looks French. Yeah, suit man Paris, yes. Oh yeah, this one. That was. I forgot about this one. I put this one in. She absolutely destroyed it.
Keith drove a horse. I'm sure he had all those other cars, but did she knock the ball out?
Yes. Look at it. Look at it in slow-mo. She goes, sorry, I'm on defense. No mercy.
That boy ain't gonna walk right for like a minute.
Oh yeah, no. Look at his face. If he took off his glasses, he'd be crying.
Jacob said, what did he think would happen?
And then she just keeps.
I just gotta get it one more time. Lepro. The audio is the best part.
Ball retention.
Get right. Like her partner's like, Doc, what the hell? I killed this man. Lepro. This is pretty good. Oh, he said cell phone. That's pretty good. I'll put that.
He's gonna sit on a donut for a year.
Yeah, I cracked my tailbone in academy, and I didn't tell him because I didn't want to get held back. I sat crooked legitimately for like 7 months. It hurt so bad, and every once in a while I'd forget, and then I was suddenly reminded. And that was dumb. We were having to do like frog leaps, and he made us do it at 6 o'clock in the morning. So we're doing like a whole workout cycle. These are frog leaps in the grass with tennis shoes. And so I randomly, both feet landed on like a patch of weeds and just straight on the tailbone. I'm lucky. My boy took it on pavement. Oh, pour a little out for you, homie. You know what? I'm gonna say that's a Chelsea move, and we're gonna give points. Put some respect on that name. Kids. I'm gonna pass out. That caught me off guard. You know what? We're gonna say yes. I won't correct it, so that'll live in his mind for forever.
Oh God.
Tonight in West Long Branch, New Jersey, police officers running toward a frozen lake where an 11-year-old boy had just fallen through the ice.
I'm coming for you.
Where's fire?
Officer David Brzezinski tying a rope around himself and without hesitating, getting into the frigid water.
What a Chad.
Bravely wading out 75 feet to get to that boy. Officer Brzezinski slowly, carefully carrying the boy back. The officer would learn the boy's name is Ben, and he learned that Ben was cutting across the lake. He thought it was entirely frozen. He was trying to get home to walk the dog.
You okay?
Ben was rushed to the hospital. He's okay. And tonight, just days later, the reunion.
Very happy you're here.
And Ben deciding to write a letter to the officer who saved him.
You put your life on the line to save me. I owe you my life. Sincerely, Ben Santos.
Tonight, Ben and his family, and likely the family dog, all grateful.
I'm really thankful for him to save me and how
what a Chad.
He risked his life to help me. I'm very thankful for that.
Tonight in West.
Where's fire? We're gonna take some points from fire. This should have been them.
Oh well, this was a water call.
Yeah, they only put water on things. They don't fight water.
That's right. They would have just sprayed him with a hose.
Man, no kidding, right? Is that better? This is more warm water, you know.
If we add more water, he'll float higher, so we can get him.
Stupid. Society, though.
We'll push him with the spray to the other side of the lake.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. I'm not a fan of white shirts on patrol. Those probably get disgusting immediately.
He's acting cheap.
What are we doing today, Chief?
I'm pulling traffic. Instead of giving tickets, we're giving them coffee to start the day.
I'm okay with giving coffee, but you don't put your hand over the part they're going to put on their mouth. Tell me you haven't
Clip
worked
it.
in customer service. Stop.
All right. Also, with no gloves on. At least if he was wearing gloves, maybe.
If he was wearing gloves, it'd be fine, but he's not.
He'd have to like swap them out pretty consistently.
White shirts
though.
are admin.
Bro, his hands all over that patrol car. Luckily, that patrol car hasn't seen action in years. But what? Touching the.
Where are they at?
Also, unless you're stopping me because I committed some kind of infraction.
What are we doing?
And then giving me a coffee, and so I feel relieved. If you're just stopping me,
Yeah.
I'm just pissed.
Yeah. I like how Jacob said
Because I'm going somewhere.
A margarita machine would have been better. Hear me out, though. The alcohol would kill any germs. Especially if you're making that margarita right.
Yeah. Just the essence of lemon.
You gotta do, what is it, 2 shots? Glug, 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 glug.
One time.
Oh, that's a sin, too. Oh.
How you doing?
Where are we?
Now pulling you over for a traffic stop. I'm just going to give you a call for you to start your day, okay?
Thank you so much.
You have a good day, all right? Be safe.
What a waste of time.
Maryland.
Dumb.
Population of 4,050 people. That's why they got time for this.
You're either rewarding traffic violations or violating their rights. Alex, God bless it. That's a good take. I'm here for it.
You know what you do? Is like one of those little like DWI checkpoint type things.
Yeah.
But you can just voluntarily stop and grab a coffee from them there.
That makes sense. He's never heard of the Fourth Amendment. It is Utah. I think it...
Lawsuit incoming.
You forgot my sugar.
That's true. He's just giving black coffee.
That would be top tier. You be careful.
I asked for a latte,
Chief.
Chief.
Be careful with that. What?
Resisting. What are you moving for?
What for? It's filming.
Oh, dickhead. Oh, you spit me in the eye as well.
So this video of 3 female police officers arresting a man at his back garden gate is going viral at the moment. One of the officers sprays the man in the face using some kind of pepper spray, CS gas or something, and it hits his partner as well. What do you think of the overall handling of the situation? Because it's got people talking.
Okay, let me go.
So this is not detained. Detained section 1 of pace. You're detained in section 1 of pace. Stop resisting.
What for?
What are you moving for?
What for?
Somebody get your power out. Power break.
Girls, what are you doing?
Right, stop resisting.
Filming, just filming.
Oh, dickhead. Oh, you spit me in the eye as well.
You spray.
Oh, dickhead. Where is this?
It's my kid.
This feels like a skit.
Can you film it?
It's the UK.
Can you call help?
Right now.
I just
Oh, fuck. Are you okay?
No. I've been ambushed. I have been ambushed. I have been ambushed.
You okay?
I've been ambushed. I've been ambushed.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out. All right. No, you move.
No.
I'm gonna go out. I'm going out.
Get out.
I'm going out. Okay, ladies.
Listen, we're coming out your dress. We're coming out your dress. Let go.
Relax.
Right, that's all you had to do.
You put me in strain now.
Well, you wasn't cooperating.
Wait.
Stop resisting.
What for?
I recently had a comment that Mustang. He said 3 little piggies. Oh, that's.
I have an emoji for that, but we don't have enough slots.
That's got
a little piggy emoji.
You nicked, mate.
Yeah, you be careful with that.
Be careful with that one. There was a comment that said something to the extent of, "Are you gonna play it? You gonna find it?"
Oh wait, which one?
Oh, no.
Sorry, no, I was gonna add the free my boy emoji.
I hate you guys right now, Chris. You have nothing to hate. But anyways, there's a lot of wonderful, good female officers. Unfortunately, there was not a Chelsea among them here. It was just Cassie's. But it was a comment basically saying that American law enforcement, too quickly resorted to firearms that likely, and like kind of MFing suspects and stuff like that, that their language made them believe that we were.
Oh, because they were cursing. Yeah,
right,
the comment was
that we were unskilled and whatever.
That immediately went to yelling and cursing.
Right.
Instead of attempting to nicely de-escalate.
And
that it was causing, and that you wouldn't last in the UK, I think was
right. And I'm not saying that there's not always a polite way to handle things, because there is. Even when you're pointing a gun at somebody, there's a nice way to do it. This is more rare in American policing than it is across, because there's a lot of examples of this. There's plenty of examples of not this, right? I'm not trying to throw UK police under the bus here, but a lot of examples of this. The level of resistance y'all be getting over there versus the level of resistance we usually get here is pretty wild.
Throw them under the shimmy shammy.
Exactly.
Oh, Emu wanted you to know, because you didn't let the patrol vehicle one, the gray cop car video play, that it wasn't just for tradition, but it was also cheaper to paint them all gray.
Oh, okay, I bless that.
So
I'll bless that.
Like, way cheaper.
Okay,
apparently.
How
so
much?
They saved
cheaper?
a lot of money on that. So I'll give
him
some
points here.
back. Yeah.
There, I gave a decent chunk of change there back. Whoa.
Yeah, her head did move on.
Yeah, I got hard on the window.
Push on the leg.
It is. I don't want to wake her up just yet because she's on the edge of the channel here. She's like up against the water, so I don't want her to drive forward into the water.
I would do patrol for patrol, to be honest. I would. Legitimately, if they'll let me do it, if they're dumb enough to let me do it, I would recertify, become a police officer somewhere just to do this very thing. Just because I'd be like, look, I will let you go to Stop 6 in the middle of Fort Worth and go be a cop there. And then I pick a place. I don't care where in the UK. I genuinely would feel safe, even if I was unarmed. Be like, how big of a beaten stick can I get? Because I need sort of like knife defense is what I'm looking at here. Same thing with like Japan or something like that. I'd be like, the worst he's gonna do is say that I disappoint my family, and I'm gonna be like, well, what's new? Oh, this is so smart.
That's still one of my goals for OnlyCops.
Will you go straight now? Straight.
International friends let us go and like do it for a week.
Yeah, just a week. I'd do it for a month. I don't care.
Yeah. Freaking Chris. At least he paid for it this time. There's bad takes.
This is a lot coming from a man that's maybe north of 5'1". How about you take a whole step backwards? You're like I have ex-girlfriends bigger than Chris.
like straight up.
I'm sure he was a wonderfully good person.
He's definitely on the senior team now.
Chris has done like SWAT and stuff in like a terrible area. I'm over here just talking trash because he's short. Well, he's had a wonderfully good career. He doesn't need me for
SWAT medic.
Because he's a medic. He's been in harm's way at the very least.
Yeah, her head did move on. Yeah, I got hard on the window.
Oh well, good on them. They did a little toe.
Yeah, your daughter would kill you right now, Chris. Current police officer daughter, yeah.
Yeah, she probably would. She's also working in like a legit.
We'll send it to her.
She's also working in like a legit area too. Yes, actually screenshot it. Hold on.
Who screenshotted it? Send it to us. We're gonna
screenshot it. We're gonna send that. We're gonna send that to. We know how to get it to her. There's a way.
Yeah.
This was Deputaz. Good on them for being creative.
I'm friends with Chris on Facebook. I'll make it happen.
Let's go. Dude, I bet we could go back. I would put a bounty out for people to find some of those old videos where Chris was always saying something out of pocket.
Oh,
We're just going to do a podcast where we'll bring her on and we'll be like, okay, these are all the things your dad said about you in this profession. That'd be a good time.
Engine too hot. What? Oh, I need coolant, bro. 246. Come on, man. I'm gonna turn right at the light, make it down the hill, like coast down it. I gotta run the red, bro. All right, going to neutral. I'm gonna coast the whole way. My bike's off. Come to a safe stop. And yeah, I killed the engine. 246. It's dropping now, really good. But there's a cop behind me. I'm about to get pulled over too. Like for sure, getting pulled over. Nope. Yeah, there it is. That's all right. I'll explain to him what's going on. Well, that was just short-lived. I have a feeling it's through that red, but like I had no choice. My bike was about to blow up. So, what's going on?
Start me a second.
Yeah. So my bike was about to overheat and blow up. So I needed to go through it to coast down the hill to make it to here because I'm right home. Otherwise, it was giving me all these warnings it wasn't going to move. So I had to go through it just the best way to get some air to it to get it neutral. And I killed it right away. I knew that was...
I realize the bike is got wrong.
Yeah.
But you can't, you still got to stop.
It might... Oh, engine too hot.
You can walk it and be safe and survive to ride another day. Or do preventative maintenance on your vehicle. I have two very old, very hodgepodge together. I literally had to stop and do a battery change in my wife's car on the way to date night. I was like, hold on. I got some 10mm ratchets and I can make this thing work. I have very ghetto old cars that I'm keeping running with nothing but guile and the pride of my Mexican father behind me. But like, you could do some preventative maintenance and not blow a red light. For society.
Django DM'd me Chris's.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, he posted it in the memes in the Discord.
Is it Jacob?
No, Django.
Oh, Django got him.
Yep.
Got him,
He tagged us
coach.
both in it. Got him, coach.
Oh, that's top tier.
Oh,
we got a good screenshot of that too.
Yeah, he did.
Shout out to Django. You know what? Where's chat? That's pretty good. I'll give chat some points. Like goal is still 110. I didn't mention it at all stream.
Oh yeah,
we got at least an hour. So you guys get on it. Oh, also the special thanks was to the USA hockey team because, like, for real, I haven't seen an upset like, or that wasn't an upset per se, but it was just like a
beaten.
Well, like all of the build up to it and then how it like played out was kind of hilarious. What even is a kilometer? Oh, it's got audio. Oh, the shuttle. I do like how crusty this towel is.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
he could have.
We'll not be putting that on that towel.
You know what? This deputy is like, this can't hurt me. I have everything else now. Blaze, I bless it.
Oh.
Nothing fancy. Just won't get on the uniform.
Jelly filled? No.
Well done. He didn't touch the
Simple.
food, which is, well, I guess he touched it to put it on the plate.
Yeah.
That was Gatorade?
Roll his fork and knife all over that dirty rag. But... Pinky up. Respect. You gotta mess that up, but...
Oh, he's got a chicken in the back. You know what? I'll send him for the Apple Watch and for the chicken, but I'll go ahead and give this deputy 5 points for having fun. He's kind of doing it on duty, which is a little sus, but maybe he's off. Maybe he just has a takeover.
It's his lunch break.
Yeah. Nah, ain't none of that. You're on duty still. Lunch break or not. I don't know.
Our troopers that as soon as you can articulate their fleeing, put them in the ditch because that's the safest thing for the public. And we're not going to back off of that. We've gotten a lot of pressure. There's a lot of people that don't understand that, and that's fine. I don't understand what they do for a living. But, you know, they just need to understand that we're going to put public safety first. And that's the safest thing for the public is to stop that pursuit immediately. So as long as they keep running, we're going to keep putting a bumper on them. And hopefully eventually, you know, that message will get out there and they'll stop. But they haven't yet.
Somebody let Ricky Bobby be an administrator for Arkansas State Police, and I'm here for it, dog.
This is arguably worse than Nixon's Saturday Night Massacre.
Oh, here.
Open corruption is on full display at the
When did we
Department
turn
of
on
Justice.
autoplay?
Because
here?
acting deputy...
No.
There you go.
So that's State Boys. I will give them. I'm gonna give them mad money there.
That was State Boys.
That was stuff.
State Boys on the highway. They stopping everything.
I played myself. I gave a lot of points to admin for that. That's a strong take on that. That is a very, very good take on that, I think. This one's a little long. Let me see if I can get to some of these other Instagram ones. It's the same person.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Dumb. It is kind of funny though. I'll give points to media.
Impersonating a peace officer. Where's the fish cops emoji?
No marked. You know what? Yeah, I'll let you put the fish emoji, but it's not marked. Oh, dumb. It's this dumb video again. Oh.
MP5 holster?
This is an MP5, and this is an MP5 holster. So it has a passive retention. You can hear it click in. It has a level 2 retention strap over here. You remove this, push it out, and you're ready to go. So let's do a drill. Let's get ready. And we're done. Safety on. Click it in and go to the target. This is an MP5.
I have very mixed feelings about this, but I'll bless it. From a law enforcement standpoint, it's actually kind of cool. Mostly because I think this is a more effective with the stock. It's a more effective weapon system, but it's kind of bulky. Weapon retention would be non-existent with this. This gets taken.
Foot pursuits would suck.
But I do like it. He says, "Okay, I'm hard."
I was gonna say this would be what Chris would want to roll up in.
It's a cool setup now. I just think that like I would like that on like a like the back of my patrol car, like maybe like in like a side panel or something that I could deploy it pretty quickly. Unlike a rifle rack, this really wouldn't fit very well in a rifle rack. I think that'd be pretty rad. You could have gone with a smaller red dot on this. Also a hollow sun red dot. But
I want it for open carry in Texas.
Based. You know what? Give media some points on that one.
I'm gonna go to the gas station with that.
Dog. With that thing on you, dude. Not my proudest win. That's not my most embarrassing, I'll tell you that.
Sources tell us that St. Louis police have been investigating an alleged sexual assault. The victim, a detainee inside the St. Louis Criminal Justice Center. The alleged perpetrator is a St. Louis City Sheriff's deputy.
You don't say.
Sources tell us the reported assault occurred on the 10th of this month. But an attorney for the Sheriff's Office tells us that may not be the only act of misconduct. The deputy, who had been with the department for 3 years, was terminated recently, according to the attorney.
I can also confirm that we're still trying to pin down the start and duration of the misconduct, and that the internal affairs investigation exceeds merely the scope of this one deputy sheriff.
Blake Lawrence is the attorney for the Sheriff's Office. He tells us there are a lot of sensitive issues,
like an IT guy.
telling us the Sheriff's Office have been conducting an internal investigation into that deputy for potentially several instances of alleged conduct that started occurring late last year. However, separately, that attorney tells us elected Sheriff Alfred Montgomery and his personnel were inside the jail today regarding that investigation. He would not confirm what sources told us, that the sheriff placed the current head of the jail, Tammy Ross, in handcuffs, essentially arresting her for a time.
Sheriff's personnel did perceive earlier today that evidence was in imminent danger of destruction or expiration.
I feel like I recognize that sheriff because I think we watched another video. It might be the same guy.
I do think I recognize this guy.
Wasn't he the one that like came in and he's like, "I'm gonna fire like half of y'all"? Because there's a lot of sussiness going on in this department.
Jacob said, "Was it him?"
And that sheriff's
Check his hard
deputies
drives.
intervened to prevent the expiration of that event.
For sure.
St. Louis police sent a statement saying only the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department is aware of a potential incident today at the City Justice Center. We have no comment at this time. Issues have plagued the St. Louis City Jail for years, from riots and broken locks to detainee deaths. Most recently, in December, a female detainee filed a lawsuit against the city, accusing jail officials of allowing a male detainee to sexually assault her, when she says officials failed to separate male and female inmates.
The deputy has not
him.
been charged, but we expect additional details in the...
Wow.
Yeah.
County
He
boys.
said, yeah, incoming St. Louis sheriff to fire most of Vernon Betts' senior leaders
good.
on day one. So it was him. That was the other story we saw. So good, cleaning up the
Oh,
department.
is this,
Good
this
job.
what this is?
What power
Yeah.
do you have to
It's an
place
interview.
the jail commissioner in handcuffs?
Anyone who gets in the process, including anyone, including yourself, gets in the process or stand in the way of the sheriff's duties, we have a right to detain them. We can also get a court order to have them arrested.
Are you threatening a reporter right now?
No. This is a deal. That goes for anyone, even myself. If I was like a regular citizen or anything.
He said, are you threatening a reporter right now? Dog, chill. If you were really that nervous, you wouldn't have brought it up.
Thing like that, I can be detained if I say, hey, you
smell
can't
the
serve
scoop.
papers according to the law.
Smelled like clickbait headline.
So let's follow that to its logical conclusion.
Okay.
You can't file charges.
No.
You can't investigate crimes.
Well,
So why-
any crime
why
that
flex
happened,
that power?
any crime that happened within the sheriff's office, we have an internal affairs agency that investigate all misconducts of the sheriff's office.
Did you suspect the jail commissioner of committing a crime?
I could tell you the evidence are missing. The jail commissioner did say that she misplaced evidence. We do know that the individual involved in this case was notified.
So, I mean, I guess they're saying he can't do it. I'm surprised he's able to be a sheriff if he doesn't have law enforcement powers. Theoretically, I guess you could elect somebody that doesn't meet the criteria for like a law enforcement officer, because there is specific criteria, right, for that. You got to get all the licensure, you got to do all that stuff and all the training, but
Well, so I think the issue is more so that the jail commissioner wasn't detained for a crime. So this isn't. So it's not like I don't think they're detaining the jail commissioner for the sexual assault thing. That was a deputy in the jail.
So
I think they're.
Yeah, this could go one of two ways. Either one, he's trying to cover up for deputies and trying to suppress information, right, that's going to go public, and or the commissioner was getting in the way of him actually conducting, and it's interference, right? You have interference with a investigation of a crime, right? And in which case, it reminds me a lot of the lady. This was actually a funny moment, not a proud moment in the Lone Star State, but when gay marriage became legal in all 50, it was federally protected. You said you have to, in all 50 states, issue a marriage certificate. Period. All of the they're not clerks, but it's basically someone that can do the paperwork for it. Had to. It's your job as the state. You have to issue that, and you're not allowed to deny that motion under that criteria. And one random lady in Texas was like, "Oh no, I'm going to prison for this. I ain't doing it." And like, I totally understand that she had they can't make her do it. The problem was she was preventing it from happening. It's one thing to be forced to do it. It's another thing altogether to prevent somebody else from doing their job. And so like, I agree completely that we should protect people's religious beliefs in the same way that you should protect everybody else's, that the state is designed to protect everybody equally. But I could see where that's the case. Like, she's getting in the way of doing an investigation specifically in the jail. And if she's not releasing those records, he's like, you're going to release them or I'm going to take you into custody. And the pissing contest ensued, and he actually went and cuffed her, which I'm okay with.
Yeah, and that's the so the crux of the issue, you got it pretty much exactly right. During the standoff, so they were there to investigate the thing that we just watched. During the standoff, he cuffed the commissioner because she was basically getting in their way. Now, the issue here is Missouri state law specifically limits what the sheriff's enforcement powers are. So whether or not this would fall under his authority is kind of where the issue is. That's going to be for lawyers to figure out.
I see.
Mm-hmm. So he believes that evidence was being destroyed in a felony investigation, and that's what gave him his authority. They're saying this is not part of your regular duties as a sheriff, so
I see.
You don't have jurisdiction.
So I
here.
guess it would have been like the state. It would have been the state police.
Probably something like that. It's probably further down here. There's now an FBI investigation into it, so we'll see how that shakes out.
The whole thing's sussy for sure. I'm going to go ahead and I won't take or give points just because we don't know. Either he's being ultra based or he's being an idiot. I was like, well,
yeah.
Or there's potentially
he's brand new,
more...
so he just started.
Right.
Yeah.
He
took
could also
over this year.
It could also be something a bit more nefarious, like they could be deeper, right? And he's put elected positions in particular should always be treated with an air of suspicion because who put you there? Because it's not always the voter. That's the sussy part. Yeah, basically, I get to do a version of this. I took a way better version of this class, but I will get to take Texas version.
You'll have to dub it down a little bit.
Yeah. No, I believe
Let
wholesale.
the shooter win a couple.
Yeah, I believe wholesale that alert instructors can put on a very, very good class. They're going to teach to the level that the class is at. Because it's like the state required aspect of it, but I'm in a very privileged position in my current job that I get access to some of the best training on the planet. So I'm spoiled in that sense.
Today we're doing an exercise with our partners from Miami-Dade Police Department. We're doing an active shooter mass casualty incident here at the Stephen P. Clark building. They're going to be getting a call of an active shooter, a subject who is armed with a gun, actively shooting at victims. And at the end, we're going to do an evaluation and a debriefing on both departments.
These are mass casualty events, active shooters. People are going to be shot. They're on the floor. They need to exercise all the training that they've learned to stop the
killing, stop the dying, and evacuate the casualties.
So today for the training, we only use blanks. This is a blank. So once it's
we got the same armor as Alec Baldwin.
She's training staff, and it's not her job to be a subject matter expert, but at the same time, it kind of is. Now, I'm assuming she means blank, and it's actually a blank. Blank, don't get excited. But typically in training like this, you do less lethals, right? So this is going to be a UTM or a simunition round. So it's like there's still a projectile leaving this. You still have to wear protective equipment. It's not just going bang. It's actually making contact, mostly because you're wanting. He said, "Use me, baby." Like you need to chill. And the big reason why I would advocate for that and not blanks, just regular non-projectile sending munitions, is you don't get to test whether or not they're actually applying shooting fundamentals to the exercise, because you can just, and it literally what happened in the exercise I did with Kyle Morgan's class, this was active shooter response. You're in a full sprint, you're running into a building, and you're having to make a very fast use of force decision. And there were dudes putting rounds into the ceiling, there was dudes putting rounds on the floor, and we did CQB training showing, hey, these weapons are capable of putting it where you're aiming, but you have to do your part in fundamentals. The second, because scenarios like these are very messy. We see this all the time in body cams. I'm going to be very disappointed if these are not marking UTMs or simunitions, because you are not forcing that officer to take deliberate, accurate, lethal force action. You're allowing them to get very lax. If you're doing it in training, you're going to do it in real life. This is the only time you ever get a real opportunity to do this type of stuff. Because a lot of times, like, people will talk about like USPSA or IDPA, like shooting competitions. There's boxes. There's 180 rules. There's load, make, ready. There's a lot of fail safes there. In these environments, it's all hell breaks loose. Like, you're tired, it's tired. The whole thing's complicated. It's complicated.
It's fired. All you hear is a pop.
System Would a system like the Mantis be useful for something like this, or would you want to use mainly simulations?
So yes, in the sense that at least you're getting a marker. You would need a visual aid. So somebody would have to record it like with a video camera or something like that, so you can actually see where the markers are at. The only downside, Mantis does have a couple of systems now that actually simulate recoil, is I need now my optic to move a bit. I need, especially on a pistol, like I need the weapon system to move, because I have to continue to try to find my sights so that I'm at least, or at the very least, be pickier about my grip. With a just regular laser emitting, like a red gun, or kind of like their Blackbeard X system, there is no recoil, so my sights won't move. I can be incredibly lazy with shooting fundamentals and get hits on target, right? I'm just going to slap that thing up there and go. Also, you're training them to look for indicators that what they shot hit, which is not going to happen in real life. You won't get a nice little red dot smacking where your bullets are going. You need a hit confirmation due to the target actually reacting to getting shot, which is really where simunitions kind of crush. But that's kind of why I hope that's not the case, but we'll see. I think maybe just the lady got nervous because of camera there, which does happen. These are training staff, not camera actors.
This exercise is to simulate a real-life event, which is you're in a situation, blocks away, you got to run, so your heart rate is going to be elevated. What do you guys have to go through before you get to the scene?
So we're going down about 7 floors. We'll run about 2.5 blocks, and then possibly run up. Hopefully we'll have the elevator, but we might be running up about 20 flights of stairs. So,
how's your cardio for this?
Oof. It's good.
So I have Officer Grist. She's very active. She's always in shape. Definitely more in shape than I am, so I hope I can catch up with her. If not, I'll be tagging along with these.
I've been dusted by a female officer. To be fair, though, she used to run like Ironmans. I was like, oh. And I got to the car and I actually found the bad guy. So all of her cardio away, I still found the guy.
Guys, and we'll make it there eventually.
Whoever behind me, just check. I'll check right. I don't run the rabbit, so. You got the rabbit.
Running the rabbit is, I won't have to go into room clearing techniques. It's the sketchiest job. You're literally, hey, target, look at me if you're in here. Then hopefully I see you before you see me, or the second guy in the door can help me from getting smoked.
The person that's in charge of the situation gets the title room boss. You're functioning as a supervisor. You're controlling all the moving pieces that are going on. That's between 4 agencies. We have great communication and great working relationships between these 4 agencies. Made it a lot smoother. Miami, for the 19th floor, established a CCP in the cubicle next to the stairwell west.
Bunch of chaos, people screaming, hearing gunfire. So, we gotta get.
Do what?
Are you getting in an elevator during an active shooter?
Hell no. Absolutely not. In no universe. If I had to go up like 50 flights of stairs, probably. Because it's going to get up way faster than I could. I would just be nervous about getting stuck. Especially if I have a sophisticated... So you want to think about the worst case scenario, right?
Fish in a barrel. You open that guy in Austin and...
Right. I think too, like the other half is like they could know, like in the off chance that your comms are compromised or they happen to have like visual on what you're doing. I would try to take out as many variables as you could where they get to control your ingress and egress. And that's just such an obvious place. It even like notifies, oh, it's on the way up. Like, you know what I mean? It's like the worst case scenario for going, bye. Bye to everybody, Chris. Emu and Chris. But yeah, I'm probably not taking the elevator. I think they just took it to get them to the floor where they were doing the exercise.
Yeah.
Get to work. There was 3 of us at first. We met with some county officers, basically split up in different teams, and basically just clearing out each room. Any victims we see, you patch them up first aid.
Do what?
It's cool that they get to use this office building.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna get to do it in like a prison, basically, like a jail, which would be kind of cool. This I also like seeing. So this is medical staff. They have like advanced medical staff that'll come in and help. and they're helping to gather casualties and stuff like that and triage, which is pretty cool because they need those reps, right? Like, when can I get on the radio? When should I get on the radio? Do we want to operate on a different radio channel? That kind of stuff.
Stay right away, man. Give them safety.
We're receiving information that the subject might be on the 23rd floor.
PD, shots fired, Commissioner Chambers. Elevator. I was on the 23rd floor, and I'm.
20 floors is a lot to go up. I get not wanting to maybe do the stairs, but he is playing contact, so he's actually going to take whatever's the fastest route. I'm probably sending a contingency team and a containment team the less fast route. But technically, the best training that's currently out there, I know because I've gotten to take it, is that at least one person, likely and preferably more, needs to just rush to contact. It is a full-blown sprint as quick as you can possibly get there so that he's shooting at somebody else that's not people that are just innocent. Again, put yourself in harm's way so other people don't. But it's a sketchy spot. That's a crappy seat to get, but that's somebody's, and that you should want that to be you if you're squared away.
Running, they said Chief Judge Chambers just started running the elevator. No other officers heard it, but when I got to the elevator, I tried waiting, but I don't know where they're coming from. I don't know if the door's locked, so I just took the elevator right down. Came here, went to the judge's chambers. As soon as I opened the doors, the guy started shooting.
Weird caveat word of advice: when you're in a law enforcement setting, announcing might help you. I know it's going to stick you in a sketchy situation. There are times where you're just going to want to surprise whoever's there, right? But in the off chance, for those of you that police in free states, there are other people with guns out there. There is, it was actually kind of gross in my opinion. So there was a situation where a civilian went and handled up and was the hero, right? PD showed up and smoked him, right? Which is terrible. But then the police department decided in their infinite wisdom to erect like a monument, and they put him and the police officer as the heroes. And I was like, no. Let's not do that. Like, family complained completely rightfully so. And I understand like that officer's in a tough spot. And like, I'm not trying to say that he's an idiot. I'm going to an active shooter. I see a guy with a gun, whatever. But from I have to live with what I'm doing standpoint, I would rather roll my dice for a trip to the hospital rather than smoking an innocent person. It's just not something I don't think if you're doing this job for the right reason you would ever want to do. So announcing, as much as it's going to hurt you a lot tactically, is probably your best option if you think that you're about to make contact. It's just like a building search. It's just a very, very fast one.
He shot, I shot back, and then he hit. He ran. So then, I tried to go around, and I finally came in. Finally, he was hiding in the corner all the way to the end.
Earpieces are your best friend. He's going to hear that radio, just in case you're wondering. Oh, also simunition guns. This guy lived my worst nightmare right here. I had nightmares about this for weeks. This happens with simunition guns. Shout out to Unit Solutions. If they want to sponsor the channel, I would simp them super hard because we didn't have a single malfunction. We probably ghetto blasted like 4,000 rounds of sim rounds and never had a malfunction. But my boy's Glock, the Glizzy let him down, dude. That is the worst. Let me see if I can catch it. But here's where why I say marking simunition rounds are important is, so they shoot at each other here. Well, when does he know he got hit? When does this officer know he got hit? And then when am I just going to see a bunch of paint splatter all over this wall where I'm not actually doing anything effective? But he's exhibiting good marksmanship fundamentals here. He definitely tagged the guy. Oh, what a sucky. That's all this guy presented. Oh, you're for sure getting shot here. Let's see if he hit him. I'm just curious if we can get it. So he just discharged around there.
Yeah. Is the shooter guy, I'm assuming he's wearing glasses, right?
Yeah, he should be.
Like protective glasses?
Oh, he might not be. What a wild man.
Which is not, that makes me wonder if they are displaced or if they're.
Do what?
If a projectile's coming out of that thing, you want to be wearing.
You want to be wearing
eye protection.
Another malfunction. Oh, we're not dead checking him? I'm just teasing. Okay, so these were simunitions. So these UTM rounds.
Yeah.
These were, I believe, UTM rounds.
Eric Noel, Miami-Dade Police Department, 17 years. I currently assigned to the ICT at the courthouse.
And what's ICT?
The Incident Containment Team. They have a unit at the airport, the Port of Miami, and at the courthouse. Anytime you have a situation and you call SWAT or whatnot, it might take like 30 minutes and half for them to arrive. So we're just a team that do what we can to neutralize the threat, or we can contain it until we get other backup. That's how it is. So I have them in spots where it could possibly be a target.
What were you thinking as you were going through this?
I mean, you don't think much, man. Just try to get there quick. Be as safe as you can, but you gotta be quick. Cut the pie as fast as you can, go, and just be ready, man. It could pop out at any moment.
Quick question, as an instructor, what are you guys looking for during this mass casualty exercise?
So we're assessing the police officers' tactics. In addition to that, the methods in which they stabilize the victims, consolidate them into a casualty collection point, and all the stop the bleed methods that we employ.
Our work today was working with PD, entering the structure, doing the rescue task forces, triaging and treating victims and removing.
To get casualties, we are providing security for them. So right now, these are the collected casualties from fire rescue. Basically, when we provide security for them, we go into the building with them to make sure that they're secure.
Fucking EMS. You can tell because it's all the nerds.
When they go in to collect the casualties, they come out, they bring them to rescue, and then they're subsequently transported to the hospital.
Officially, scenario is closed, right?
Correct. So anytime you have a training exercise, you want to debrief. You want to be able to share what you saw with the responding officers to make sure that we capture not only things that went well, but things that we need to improve on. So everybody gets into a room. We're going to go to the...
It's good. We call it an AAR, After Action Report. Shout out to them. This is Miami. I'm going to give it to all three here. I'm just going to give them a 5 there on each one. I'm here for it. Because they're all out there getting training. So anyways, there it is. That is the stream. We will be back on Thursday. For everybody else, I will hang out with you guys in the after party. I just got to take a bathroom break and go kiss the wife. But we will, I think, play, what was it? Got to remember what this is called. The Headliners. So I have a... We're going to go be photographers. It's a good time.
Oh.
So the...
finally, real hero work.
Right. But for everybody else, if you guys would like to join us there at the Discord, if you guys have specific questions on how to get there, DM us on Instagram. If not, you do have to be a member of either the YouTube channel or the YouTube membership program or Patreon. And for as little as $1 a month, you can join the Discord. The Discord's where we do all of the hanging out. We do stuff like mock interviews. David, we have like a D&D night and stuff like that. We have a bunch of cool stuff that goes on. They do movie nights periodically. And just generally, it's a cool place to hang out with like-minded people that like getting educated. Until next time, I do love you all, and I will see the rest of y'all on Thursday.
Go watch the new Rookie episode. It's out now. It's 2 hours long.
Yes, go watch it.
I worked real hard on it. I Scorsese'd that thing.
It did look good. I got to see like 80% of it. It was really good.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like 2 hours, but it felt like 2 hours editing it.
He said Scorsese. That thing. Oh, wait, actually, how many likes did we get?
91. They failed.
Weak.
And there's not even enough of them left to get there.
Weak. Okay.
Weak.
Bye.